And yeah, for context, throughout this Let's Play, I'll probably be getting more and more stoned as I've just eaten a weed lollipop from Green Angel XO. If you like weed edibles, check out Green Angel XO on Instagram. I've got nothing to do today except play video games, and we're starting with the final part of Disco Elysium. So, I ended my last section finding Ruby. I could have gone and confronted her, but instead chose to go finish up some side quests. I finished up the dock worker union dispute, which Everard eventually came to win, devastating. Also finished up the church rave thing, which ended with Kim and me dancing together, which was not devastating, it was awesome. So, we are into the final stretch of the game here. If anyone's beaten this game, you will know the events, but maybe you won't know how they play out here. Drinking a coffee for the working man. Oh, can you just not go this way? It's a fucking dead end. I will be sad to put Disco Elysium to bed after this run. It's been a really fun run through since the beginning of the year. What's over here? Concrete pipe buried in sand and dust. No big deal.
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain, like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice.
Oh, jeez.
It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once. But her words are the only ones you can make out.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse.
So this is the Ruby we've been looking for ages. The one who helped Class J hide the body and hang it. This is the 8th Hardy boy, if you will. The Hardy girl. She's Lita, basically. And she's gotten us totally fucked here.
Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
Classic banter there.
Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
Are you gonna kill me? No, I'm gonna turn to Kim for help here. The lieutenant clutches his head as his eyes roll back into his skull.
The torment Lieutenant Kitsuragi is experiencing is worse than your own. He's trying to resist, but there's no way of knowing when he will recover.
Jeez.
I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
Alright.
Blasted from that pale emitter that Angus mentioned.
That Angus said you had a pale emitter.
That boy's really gotta learn to keep his trap shut. And it's not a bloody pale emitter. It doesn't emit pale.
Keep your eyes on Ruby.
A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale. Literally crunch the distance across it.
Okay.
Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
He gestures towards something with great effort.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world.
Needless to say.
At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
Yeah, I hope that's not my shitty new microphone. I'm pretty sure this is all game.
She's been holed up in here for a while with no one to talk to. Keep her talking, and you just might get an opportunity to break loose.
Have you experienced this yourself?
Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through.
All this is great. Let's talk the man who was killed.
Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
How'd you get your hands on this thing?
I built it myself.
How'd you get your hands on this thing?
And she's proud of it too, as she ought to be. This is way beyond your abilities.
She's very proud,
That's
for
illegal.
sure.
I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Oh yeah. Way beyond.
Will I stay like this forever?
No. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like waking out of a very confusing dream.
Sounds awful. I'll ask her what the pail is. For those of you who don't know, it's this weird phenomenon happening in-game that sort of is growing unstoppably, making anyone who spends too much time around it go crazy.
The pail? It's the end of the world.
Or, you could just say it's the end of the world like she did. Please, could you turn it down so I can ask you something?
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
Fair enough.
Turn this.
God damn it.
She regards you and Kim with sudden sympathy.
Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
She steps reluctantly out of the shadows. The pain
The
lessens.
gun she's carrying is a 2-barreled front loader, not like the murder weapon. Well, it doesn't feel much better, but she can form sentences now. Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much. Just keep her talking, and you'll get through this.
Did you shoot Lely?
No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching, though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you. Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first.
When I threatened to arrest her class, she broke. She told me everything.
Oh. Well, I guess I always knew she was a survivor above all else.
It didn't help her. She was a fugitive. We took her in.
I'm sad to hear that. The girl was playing some dangerous games, but even with what she did to me, I wouldn't have wished that upon her.
Well,
She had some pretty
Too
messed
bad.
up people after her. She's going to come out of that meat grinder a different person, if she comes out at all. But
right.
Klausia couldn't have known I was here. How did you?
Titus told me. It took some convincing. I'm just throwing my sources under the bus here.
Oh, fuck. Took some convincing my ass. And those guys liked me, I know it. This is what happens to people whom people like.
A dull despair is creeping into her voice.
How the fuck do the rest of you get by?
Does she mean that you're not a person whom other people like?
Wait, wasn't it you who called me the human can opener? It's not personal. I open them. I forgot. I like being the human can opener.
I did, didn't I? Now you've come for me. Fuck them all the same.
That did make her forgive them. A little.
I do it by asking questions, and I have some for you.
Like what? I already told you I didn't do it.
Would you say that Lely was a likable person?
I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types.
There's nothing more personal you had against him? Perhaps his way with women?
You think I was envious of his conquests? Look, pussy's not a problem for me. And definitely not a reason to off someone.
See her confident gaze, her toned arms. Yeah, she wouldn't have had much trouble in the intimacy department.
Just making it clear she has no problem getting laid. You don't feel sympathy for mercs? It's hard work.
Plenty of broken people who don't come with that kind of body count. Besides, they're paid well for what they do.
Did you feel protective of the Union?
Yeah, sure. And I didn't like Wild Pines sending in those foreign hirelings. Me and a fuck ton of other people around here.
Alright.
Didn't hate it, okay?
I have
I'm
other
listening.
questions. You like Klausja a lot.
I considered her a good friend, yeah.
Is peeping one of your hobbies? But you wanted to be more than just friends.
Oh, so that's where you were going with this.
She said you wanted to run away with her.
That's a very sentimental way of putting it. We both had pasts who didn't want to catch up with us.
Oh,
And
sure.
we enjoyed listening to music together. Why
We've all
not
played
go
that
on a
game
road trip?
before.
The lieutenant
Downplay it.
watches her expectantly, occasionally shaking from the pain.
Okay, fine. I was into her. Klausia was into me too for a time, I know it. We even fooled around once. And yeah, after that I thought maybe we could make a go of it.
There you go, bingo.
Klausia only said they maybe kissed. Someone is lying here. She touched that radiant beauty. that silver wellspring of desire.
Wait, Claus, you said you only kissed.
If that's what she wants on the record, so be it. I'm not about to go into details for you to jerk off to later.
Seriously, just move on.
But I do want details, actually.
Really?
Is that blood on the ground before you? Are your ears bleeding?
Yeah, really?
Okay, then what happened?
She rejected me with some wishy-washy bullshit about how she was confused because she felt so close to me and valued my friendship so much, and how guilty she felt for leading me on. I knew that wasn't the whole story, but thought, fine, I'll take it and move on.
That's life.
No ill will there. It wasn't a problem for her.
Is peeping one of your hobbies?
I'm not following your clever insinuations, Detective.
Just the hole in Claus's wall is pretty suspicious.
Look, I'm not aware of any hole in Klaus's wall. And if I had been, I would have told her to get it sealed.
So you haven't
That's
been
what
watching
friends
her.
do. Nope. Look, she has an effect on people. Or had, before you sent her off in your moral intern meat grinder. It's impossible not to look at her when she walks into the room, and very difficult to look away. But travel enough and you realize, for the same reason that she's everyone's type as an object of desire, she's not irreplaceable.
This town's so fucked that a good-looking woman shows up
Wrong.
and is just a target.
That kind of pussy is never replaceable.
Jeez. Claus just said you got very angry when you started seeing Lily.
Yeah, one time when we'd both been drinking, I said some heated things about how dangerous her patterns with men were. I was a little worried she'd blow it out of proportion in her head. All the drugs she was doing can make you feel like you're living in a DeLorean tragedy.
And despite everything, you helped her.
Yeah, the girl seemed terrified. The merc was beyond caring what happened to his mortal coil.
Other things.
Go ahead.
And mine too, he thinks. But keep on. This
You like-
must be done.
You have a gun.
And
Where'd you get it?
the gun store.
What gun
Trigger
store?
Happy Jacks.
Really? That doesn't sound like a name of a
What
real
do you
store.
think? That I'm going to squeal on my gun supplier? Sorry, I'm not that kind of gal.
I can't tell. What kind of gun is it?
A Noctway 80 front loader. 2-barreled. Not really what you were looking for, I'm guessing.
That isn't it.
Do you have another gun somewhere?
Sure don't.
The breech load?
No.
This is such a wipeout.
Do you collect guns? Maybe old rifles?
No, they're not practical. Break too often.
A doubt creeps over you.
There's other evidence I
Yeah.
want to ask about.
Evidence.
Do you leave any flowers? You're running drugs for the union. I've been through your lorry. That's true.
So, Heart of Gold Tommy fucked me over too. Never trust a musician.
That really comes as a blow to her.
No, he didn't. I found my own way in. Oh man. I'm gonna protect Tommy after fucking him over in this game.
Okay, great. You got into my lorry on your own. What now? You're going to arrest me for drug trafficking?
A bitter smile.
Beneath it, she's relieved Tommy didn't betray her.
Oh, I'm glad I gave Tommy the pass there. You had financial incentive to kill the merc.
Man, it's to get away from all that murderous shit that I left Jamrock, my previous employer, for the union.
Lieutenant is unable to articulate his question.
I got lucky being a dispatcher. Never had to do any of the really dirty work myself. This gun has only been used for self-defense against serious scum.
She turns the knob down just a millimeter.
There. It's going to be easier to reach the machine now.
But you're threatening us with it.
Based on what I've heard about you, you are serious scum.
What?
There's a sinister note in her voice. Even with the gun and the compressor, she's afraid of you.
Okay, let's take a step back.
Yeah?
More questions before doing anything. Damn it. Destroy that thing already.
No, I gotta keep asking questions. It's just, the problem is I know it wasn't her at this point, so I'm just asking. Okay, who killed the merc if not you, actually?
How should I know? As I keep saying, he already had a bullet in his head when I got to him, and there hasn't been any useful gossip over the radio.
Those rings around her eyes. Her tired voice. She's been staying up late, listening in on the conversations crisscrossing Martinez.
Police radio? You've been following the case?
Who hasn't? You know, I can still see him there, in Claus's room, lying on his side. He was still warm, but the bluish light coming through the broken window made him look as though he'd been dead for a good long while.
Yikes.
Clausia didn't want to turn the lamp on. She was afraid of another shot.
If you didn't kill him, why hide?
I saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning by a goddamn La Puta Madre agent.
Puta Madre agent, what is that?
So this is what she was scared to tell Titus. This cop.
She's scared of me.
That strange, distant fear is getting close now. It's a fear of yourself.
Oh, I get to ask, what do you mean, La Puta Madre agent?
Yes, you. Everyone says you're his peon, his human can opener.
Through the sudden sharp pain in your head, you hear the lieutenant mumble something to him. Fucking hell. And why me? You hear through the white noise. It's especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
Bullshit, you're trying to throw me off. No one says that.
Oh, yes, they do. The cops, the criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up in here with a goddamn death ray waiting for you?
La Puta Madre, I've heard of La Puta Madre. He's dangerous, right?
Is that a joke or a threat? I'm guessing both.
Oh, real question.
Yeah, sure.
She doesn't believe
I'm
Oh.
sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it all to you soon enough.
you. A man in a white suit walks through a garden coaxed from soil that had once been covered in asphalt. A city block closed off from the rest of the city by dark buildings. Rows and rows of poppies, most of which have lost their pink bloom.
All right.
Taking out a knife, he crouches at the end of one flower bed. He scores a seapod very gently. Milky sap.
What did you do to this Madre anyway?
You've been to my lorry. You think the biggest player in Jamrock appreciates competition? And now I have Harry Can Opener in my lair. Fucking Titus.
I wish you could get can opener cop as a thought process or something. I'm sure you can.
She's not going to change her mind that easily. She still perceives you as a threat.
Do you know about the bunker next door?
What bunker?
The communist hideout back there?
Don't know anything about it. No one's been around since I set up camp. But I'm sure I'm not the first vagabond to...
Her voice trails off into the white noise in your head. It feels like an aneurysm approaching. Oh, Jesus. I'm not worried. I have all the health in the world here.
You've got to act soon. This is getting bad. Keep calm. Breathe in. After the pain recedes, it's a little clearer.
How do you know we were coming?
I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while.
By hiding bullets under the floorboards?
So you found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised.
Damn.
Her tone is bitter. She thinks she's been betrayed.
She didn't rat you out, by the way, Isabel, the washerwoman.
So nice. That's one knife I didn't want to find in my back.
Why hide, though?
This could have turned out pretty bad for me if you hadn't walked right into 25 bands of ultra-high frequencies.
Tell me, what happened Sunday night? This is going to be my last question before I crush this thing.
She eyes you warily, as though gauging your sincerity.
It's okay. We just want to...
He struggles to finish the sentence.
All right, don't kill yourself over it. I was shooting the shit with Hardy and the boys over a few beers, like always. Then Klasha comes in, all pale and shuddering. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves. So I grab a seat next to her.
Wait, did she seem high as well?
Oh yeah, super. But I didn't think too much of it at first. I'd seen her party hard before.
This woman has seen people OD. Glacia wasn't quite there yet. So why one?
Yeah, I guess so. Glazier said you knew something was wrong immediately.
No, I really didn't. She's not that easy to read. I just assumed she'd done too much blow. It wouldn't be a first for her. But no such luck. She was in some deep shit.
Oh, shit.
She asked me to come upstairs. The merc she'd been going with was lying on the bedroom floor, dead. I knew she couldn't get the authorities involved, so yeah.
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
Glazier said you seemed to have a plan prepared when you got there. These are the same thing. It's weird you came up with the plan so quick.
What? No. Faking a lynching was her idea.
What?
She looks shaken. She wasn't surprised to be ratted out, but framed.
Her idea.
Yeah, in cold blood. It really surprised me how quickly she was able to get a hold of herself once we got up there. It was like she was another person. The party girl was gone. She asked me to help her drag him into the shower so she could wind the shower head around his neck to fake lividity. Then she dressed him while I went to get the Hardy Boys.
Oh man, she put that power armor on him.
She lied to you about that, too.
I'll do some speed quick here. Showerhead, resourceful.
Yeah, I wasn't sure whether to admire her or be disturbed.
Do you think she killed Lily herself?
And potentially bring attention to herself? No. Besides, the shot was made from a distance. Otherwise, we would have heard it downstairs.
That's fair.
She's right. No one mentioned hearing shot. The shot didn't come from the roof.
True.
We should have factored this in. Damn it.
But even if this is true, weren't you worried the lynching might lead to...
War? The thought crossed my mind. But the mercenary's death was going to have repercussions either way. Although the way things are going...
She doesn't want to talk about this, but not because she has something to hide. She doesn't want the guilt.
Fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me.
That's true.
Her grip on the gun is tight. Her arms toned. Her posture solid.
There's nothing.
Martinez lost a valued defender.
There's nothing else to do but knock this thing over. 97%. First roll of the stream. Easy success. Smash that thing. She's just watching. It's the slow crawl.
You did it. The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell, but...
You're under arrest.
She looks at the machine, assessing the damage. Her hand trembles.
No.
Oh, fuck it.
No! What are you doing?
Problem solving.
She mutters.
Ma'am, put the gun down. That's not the solution to your problems. You are...
Oh, yes it is.
There's no way oh man. There's no way I can save her. I thought having the long conversation would come to a different outcome. But let's make the roll.
You should know the words to say. You've been here yourself. So why is it not coming to you?
Why am I standing here like an idiot?
Because you've been going around pointing a gun at yourself, trying to answer the same question in vain. Her finger squeezes the trigger now.
She doesn't deserve to die like this.
No, wait. Finally, it comes to you. A
I know
way to connect with her.
I know your pain. I've been let down by women too.
She flashes you an incredulous grin.
That's the last thing she heard.
Exhales sharply, shakes her head, and pulls the trigger.
I shouldn't laugh. I mean, that's
as
pretty
her
dark.
brains trickle out through her neon hair.
Okay. Compose yourself. What do we do now?
We clean up. It may take days for processing to pick up her body. That tent there.
Yeah, I'm not going to go through some grief spiral. That had nothing to do with me. Pick up a gun. Man. Started from the bottom with no guns. Now I have multiple guns. Some healing items. What's over there? Dark water trails into the distance. There is no way out. Some money. Check the tent.
The plain red tent stands by dispassionately.
It's a pretty dispassionate tent.
It was pitched by practiced hands. She was used to camping out.
Look
You
inside.
see a rolled-up sleeping bag and personal belongings.
We should put her in the sleeping bag, so the rats don't get to her.
Jesus, that's so grim.
The lieutenant nods.
Alright, put her in the sleeping bag.
There she lies, cocooned in the sleeping bag, surrounded by empty cigarette packs, books, and half-read magazines.
Sift through the books and magazines.
Assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover. On another, a ghost airship. You also see a collection of radio enthusiast magazines.
See
Continue.
anything?
Sift through.
Rhaegar Monthly, Journal of Materials.
notebook.
You pocket the worn brown leather journal.
We should read this immediately. Like, right now.
Okay, Cam. Don't tell me how to be a cop, alright? How close am I to a level, by the way? I think I still have a few levels coming up in this little run-through of mine. So, sorry. I feel this edible I took coming in strong. Equip this? No, that's not what I need. Over here, interact. Ruby's journal, let's go.
A thick journal. The cover is worn like someone used to carry it around in their back pocket.
What's that cover doing?
It's made of full-grain leather. The lower left corner of the back cover sports an embossed brand name, Schneller.
Schneller.
This
I like
was
it.
important to her when it was still hers.
Unwind the strap.
The journal falls open. About 2/3 of its ruled pages have been filled.
Flip through them.
It's a mix of logistical notes, diagrams, and personal reflections, all dated.
We could learn a lot from this.
What kinds of logistics?
Hard to tell exactly. It's mostly noted down in code. Looks like contact information, quantities, directions.
Looks like we found her drug
There could be
ring.
useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior sergeant at my station who's good with codes. I can give this to her after we finish this.
Professionalism is his coping mechanism.
What did she write the day Lily died?
Nothing on March 4th. March 5th, though, well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this. Loyal to a fault. But that's another matter entirely. You have no idea what she means. These are personal notes. Don't expect to understand all of it.
What are the diagrams of?
Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor, sketches, calculations of distance and density. You make out a familiar spiral shape.
I will just say, I feel Klasj is definitely like the villain between the two, and I do stand by my choice of arresting her in this run-through. I did want Ruby to not shoot herself in the head, but it seems really difficult to pull off. Anything about La Puta Madre in there?
That name isn't mentioned as far as you can tell.
No mention of La Puta Madre.
What about this M? Could this be La Puta Madre? Here, March 9th and March 15th.
Read the 9th entry.
Great. M's peon is coming to town, no doubt to investigate the lynching. But also, I feel it in my gut to finally put a bullet in my head while I'm napping in my lorry
What?
or on a smoke break. Well, I won't stick around just to twist my own neck by constantly looking over my shoulder. Then again, isn't that what I've been doing ever since I got the call?
She put a bullet in her own head.
The call? Did M call her personally? Why? Things played out just as she had feared. Except you didn't shoot her.
That's right, Inland Empire. Isn't that wild?
It's in you to do something like this. Kill her. Physically, at least. You could pull the trigger if you had to.
If I had to, I'm okay with this idea.
That's a good, pragmatic approach.
Read the entry from March 12th.
Been holed up here for 3 days now. I'm used to being alone and all, but I don't know when I'll be able to leave, or if I'll be ratted out. They will rat me out, of course. I've made it a point to believe in the best in people, the boys, for example. But experience tells me, did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. He'd have to know if he threatened people, they'd take measures to protect themselves. Even I know that. Economic measures first of all. Gotta make a living, right? I can still hear his voice in the receiver. Taste the plastic. The entry ends abruptly.
Alright. What's the most recent entry? Conclude the journal.
The most recent entry is from today. It reads, even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move?
There we go.
Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on the run. Not really my idea of the open road. Man, I was really looking forward to winning.
Well,
I don't think she killed a mercenary. It looks like she might have been framed.
This whole thing was a detour. And the fatal one, he thinks. Don't get emotional.
Okay, what do you mean framed?
By the Hardy Boys? By Glacier? By us?
Kim, am I really a La Puta Madre agent?
No, I don't think you are. Ask someone in your precinct if you want to be sure.
New task, are you La Puta Madre's peon? I didn't unlock that quest last time. I just didn't go down that dialogue trail.
You are. Perhaps he shouldn't be so trusting.
Then who do you think killed the merc?
Glacier was the one who pointed the finger at Ruby. Perhaps she was trying to steer us away from herself.
But no one heard the shot.
Maybe she had an accomplice. Either way, we should go back to the Whirling, see if we can find out more about her time there.
That's a great idea, Kim.
One thing is for certain. We have business back in the Whirling and Rags. Questions to ask. We should get to it.
Something tells you you should be extra careful from now on.
Yep. And anyone who's played this game knows why, because starting this Ruby scene triggers the end game. So, first of all, level up. I just want to keep my highest ones, hand-eye coordination. I'm going to keep my motorics on point, knowing that I'm going into a literal gunfight in a second. So yeah, the only difference is here, I really was trying to save Ruby. So last time I didn't exhaust every single point of dialogue, and I thought by doing that maybe she would side with you a bit. But it comes down to that damn rhetoric check, and my intelligence is just too low, so I don't think there's a way for her to have a happy ending either way. But unfortunately, that went the same. Although that La Puta Madre agent thing is brand new to me, so I didn't... By the end, I'd finished all these tasks on my last run, so we'll see what I have left here. A notoriously corrupt cop. Damn. I hope I'm not a corrupt cop. Let's see this thought I unlocked during all this.
Okay, so Egghead is clearly not Van Eyck in disguise. Van Eyck is an Oranese disc jockey, but those people get around, especially in Revachol, in the clubs on Boogie Street. Perhaps he stayed here for a short stint and discarded part of the song he was working on, just threw it away, and then it ended up in the Hawthorn tree. But why? Did he think it was retrograde? It wasn't. Perhaps he caught a glimpse of the future and did not want for it to arrive just yet. Perhaps the city whispered the top line to him, and he was frightened by it.
Alright. I love this thought. It's more just like Egghead lore, but Egghead lore is fine by me. I'm gonna leave my thoughts here for the rest of the game. So what I believe in here is what I believe in, which is strange. I had the option to ask Ruby if she was into girls, and I thought with the homosexual underground I stopped obsessing about sexuality, so that was strange. Yeah, but outside of that, there's just not enough time in the game, I don't think. Well, I guess I'm here for a few more days, but I just want to build my skills up and make sure I really nail the landing on this final game. Let's get out of here, Kim. It is tragic because Disco Elysium is a game that would lend itself to multiple endings, multiple finishes. Like, there should be a world where Ruby can escape. There should be a world where she kills herself. Or I don't know if there should or shouldn't be. But in the way they've formatted the game, it's sort of tragic because she's fucked every time no matter what she does. There's no sort of redemption arc for certain characters. They just are. They are destined to fail or die or be locked up in jail. When this doesn't feel like a game from the offset that would sort of put you in that position. Alright. Actually, let's get a cigarette going. Let's start drinking. Nothing goes with a cigarette quite like a drink. Come on, everyone knows that. And it'll keep my character loyal to the end here. I wonder if you get a bonus. There must be a trophy for doing this game completely sober. What was this thought?
Holding the gun feels natural and satisfying. It's like an extension of your arm, the polished wooden handle almost fusing into your palm.
I think my hand recognizes it.
It reminds you of the day you first held it, with fear and respect.
Nice.
Hoping you don't have to use it in vain. The sun was
My
out
Harry
in Germany
Dubois is a gun guy.
for so long ago. At last, the fastest hand in Revachol reunited with the slickest tool in the north. You're gonna be the envy of the town, baby.
With my 2 rubber gloves holding these 2 fucking guns. It's a funny look. No, I don't want to go up there. I want to waltz right back into town with my 2 hand cannons. I wonder if I have some regrets in this game. I didn't go into this run knowing that Everard wins no matter what. I thought you sort of affected the flow. Sort of again like Ruby, it's like the outcome is predetermined. So if I knew that, I probably wouldn't have gone so along with Everard. There is a way, apparently, you can get your PR manager, Doom Spiral guy, to fake the signatures on the land thing here, which I didn't do. I actually just completely fucked over the people that live here, which is sort of devastating in hindsight. Because I did a pretty moralistic run for the most part. Anyone who's watched up to this part in the playthrough will know. Like, I don't think Kim is super trusting of me, but I think he likes me and would vouch for me. And that usually only comes when you're not being a piece of shit in this game.
Stop. Just up ahead.
Danger.
You are prepared. Don't put away your friend. Your weapon. The barrels of your Villier's 9mm pistol shine threateningly in the cold spring lights.
Kim, there's danger up ahead.
Yes, I hear commotion.
I'm ready to do this. Before we do that, can I just take one more trip in the pawn shop? Nope, it's locked for some reason. He must have heard the commotion. Locked up shop. It's like in those Western movies when bandits come to town and everyone just fucking goes inside. What was that thought? The low rumble of bass beat, your heart repeats it.
I'm all out of shits to give, loincloth. Welcome to the fucking reckoning.
Alright. So for anyone who's not seen this scene before, this is the final showdown between the 3 mercs and the Hardy Boys.
Put your damn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. We need to talk this through. All right? Shut up. Not gonna talk yourself out of this, loincloth shit fuck.
So him being the leader, sort of a fuckhead, like your classic. He reminds me of the comedian from Watchmen almost, with less charm. And then the girl and the other one, we've not met before, I don't believe.
This is the mercenary at the gates. His chest rises and falls under the ceramic breastplate. His fingers reach for the butt of his sidearm. There's something very wrong with him.
He's dangerous. Shh. The lieutenant raises his left hand.
This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about this.
The Kipt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander.
Her tone is frighteningly
I think
emotionless.
We should just kill everyone, Corty.
Oh, fuck. So she's calling for just the murder of everyone. She looks hard as fuck.
You are all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street. This isn't a frontier town or a jungle outpost.
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like this. I'm sure we can come to a peaceful agreement. Ain't that right, fellas?
Titus, you are out of your depth here.
Peaceful.
It sounds like the armored figure is weeping. Maybe the creepiest character in this whole game and the coolest portrait, Rude Honkloen.
Nest in your abdominal
Terrifying.
cavity like a little wild mouse. The masked man's words are barely intelligible.
Fuck, there's the 3rd one. How did we miss something like this?
The lieutenant points to the helmeted figure.
This 3rd one, he is the most dangerous of them all. Heavily armed.
The big one is the mercenary at the gates. Yeah, the big one feels like the least intimidating, and then the chick is sort of intimidating, and the fucking... The armored mask guy looks just crazy. What do we do?
My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene.
I could just walk away for now and let it all go down, but that's not the move. We are the police. I have the law jaw after all.
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice.
He licks his lips, waving his gun at the crowd. Losing his balance for a moment, he staggers backwards. Yeah, he's just hammered. He is the comedian, and he's calling me comedian.
Pig fuck!
Pig fuck is the only word you can make up. I can see you're drunk.
Ah, yeah. Welcome to the fucking party. You're probably gonna get killed too. I don't give a shit if you're cops.
I'm also drunk, dude. We can bond here.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk like civilized human beings.
With a wordless gurgle, the killer loads his long rifle.
Oh, fuck.
The leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. Suddenly, the grip of your sidearm feels comforting and warm in your hand. Feels like it's saying, do it.
Do it.
Shoot him in the mouth. Shoot him before he shoots you. If you waste time, people will die. Yes, yes.
Oh,
Just
everything in my
shoot
brain
him.
is saying.
I'm barely keeping you together here. No time to talk. He will only rattle you. Whatever you do, stop wasting your time thinking about it.
83% isn't that great, but I mean, it is good, but it's still, that 17 is scary, but we're gonna fucking roll the dice here and shoot him in the face. Woo! Bam!
A plume of smoke and fire erupts from the gun.
So few bullets.
Numb from the explosion.
But you gotta make them count. Look through the smoke rising from the barrel. Look at Courtenaire.
There is a hole in his cheek. Blood gushes out as he stumbles backward, eyes filled with rage and disbelief, gurgling, muttering something unintelligible. His lips, moving, swollen with fear, are trying to say, shoot him, but he can't.
By the way, my character is putting on the funniest, like, pose on the tip of his toes there. Oh, everyone goes running.
To your right, the killer raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His moves are steady, but the long barrel of the rifle sways slowly.
Dodge the shot, 72.
The shot
Oh, no.
Something violently tugs at your shoulder, pushing you backwards with incredible
I could be wrong, but I think that's the one you always fail anyways. Luckily, I'm just stocked up with health here. Bullets don't do shit to me right now.
A volcano of burning pain erupts from your left shoulder.
Oh.
The pain flows over your entire body like an awful shock. A grim knowing rises from within. Half of your body must be gone.
God, please.
The lieutenant says quietly without trembling. He aims, face pale.
Then, 2 shots ring, and you hear a scream. But you're too hurt to see who got hit.
Kim, did he hit the rifleman?
Blood gushes from the helmet's eye sockets as Rude staggers back, disoriented. The sounds coming from his helmet are not human.
He took a bullet in the face.
An unbelievable shot from the lieutenant.
Who screamed?
Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you.
Oh.
His mangled torso has 2 gunshot wounds. Blood gushes out of them like red geysers.
Come on.
You see 2 crazed eyes stare at you through all the smoke and the panic. With blood gushing from his face, the man raises his pistol at you. Then he squeezes the trigger.
Oh no, this is the impossible one. Look him in the eye.
A look of vengeance, framed in blood, lips shaking. This is the last thing he'll do on Earth. But he will do it. Here it comes. Death.
Let it happen. Oh my goodness. It's so intense. So I've been shot twice
You
now.
simply blink.
My last run through I got shot
Something
once.
inside your pelvis explodes. Your entire lower body is on fire and your legs can't support you. You fall down like a rag doll.
Try to open your eyes. What do I see?
Nothing. A persisting darkness. Dancing lights of pain. Distant shadows cast by them. Like a hellish play.
Now what I'm about to do in this section is going to be the hardest thing I've had to do in this entire run-through.
You're bleeding out.
Live fast, die old, wince from pain.
Yes, keep talking. Stay awake. Look at me.
But you can't. It's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the sounds ever more distant. And the cold comes over you. The lieutenant, too, is somewhere far away, almost gone. When suddenly, you sense something behind him. A slender white shadow towering. Someone stands there, raising her pistol at him.
Jeez.
The lieutenant does not see it. He's pushing down on your wound with both hands. Scream immediately. He's gonna die.
Now, last time I saved him, 58%. For the first time ever for myself playing Disco Elysium, I'm just gonna let the darkness take me, and what happens, happens.
It's not all dark yet. As you're leaving, she is in there too, with you. You can feel the slender figure move, like a snake. And then a distant gunshot, velvety smooth, muffled.
I feel terrible.
A big pillow falls on you, cold nylon and blood, slumped on you as the lights go out. All the lights and the sounds of the world disappear.
Fall into total darkness.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door.
No, let me go back. Let me save Kim.
Kim, there is no Kim. There is no fight. It's over. It was.
It was?
Have mercy on yourself. Take the door.
He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. Oh, God, no. He's not disintegrating. He's swelling up instead. Over the hours. Hurting. Moaning in his sleep.
Fuck yeah. I lived.
And rotting. And being disinfected. And smelling of drugs. And feeling saliva in his mouth. Drifting in painkillers. Thrashing. In his wound sleep.
Wound sleep. That's gross.
He can't go. Not before the case is solved.
That's true.
There is a radio in the distance. A radio of the world. Playing sounds. Good morning, Elysium. Soon you will return to the world. You're thirsty. Reach for the glass of water by the bed. The world is still there. Sleep some more.
Nice.
Hours turn to days.
It is wild how some dude can get
up
shot
again
once in
and
like the
go
leg
through it
and die.
Again,
Then
again.
some other guys get shot like
I
50 Cent
didn't
gets
even
shot
know
9
what the
times.
infernal engine was
It's fine,
outside. The clarion call.
It's just all luck. It's all about the dice rolls, even in real life.
It was him. He is the infernal engine. He never stops.
He
He
only gets
only
worse.
gets worse.
No, my Harry Dubois is a much better guy than when I started. Never done this
You
last
see
part
the
without
shape
Kim,
of
though.
a prepubescent boy in found pants. It turns double, then triple, from the pain. He says,
Now, for anyone who didn't know, and I didn't know until playing this second time, is if you choose to let Kim get shot, I don't know if he's dead, I don't know if he's injured, hopefully we find out. But replacing him for the last portion of this game is Kuno, easily the funniest character in this game. So I had to just see a second time through what this game would be like with Kuno. And let's hear what he has to say.
Coinslot's dead?
What? What?
Just kidding, Pico. The boo-boo wagon took the Beano cloud away. He's probably gonna live.
Oh, fuck yeah. He's just fucking with me. I really thought he was dead there, so Kuno got both of us. Where did they take him?
To the hospital, fucktard. Should I have to keep up with Kuno?
Alright.
thank God. Okay, he's alive.
They say you shot that fucker in the face? That's fucking cool to Kuno. So I thought I'd stick around.
Be straight with me. I need to get my bearings.
Sure, Kuno's gonna help you with that. Kuno's in a given mood right now.
What happened to me?
You tore some shit up there, pig. Got shot too.
How badly am I hurt?
How would Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking doctor.
He looks at you like you're an idiot.
Kuno thinks you got shot twice. In the shoulder and in the leg. The leg's pretty fucking nasty. But a doctor looked you over and took the bullet out.
Oh, thank God.
The shoulder's fine, probably. The doc didn't seem too worried about it. Said the bullet went right through.
Can I walk?
Are your legs attached to Kuno? Can the Kuno move your legs? The fuck should I know?
This is already so much better. I'm so glad the Kuno's here. I'm sorry, Kim.
With considerable pain and a stitch tearing every now and then, you should be able to do it.
Do you know who treated me, Kuno?
Kuno did?
What? Thanks, Kuno. You're a lifesaver.
It's cool. Just remember, Kuno doesn't save shit for free.
Come on, man. Who really did it?
Some doctor your pig friend sent over. Nick's fuckleeb, I think. Total cunt. Came in here and knife fucked you when you were sleeping. Then fucked up and told me to phone him if you shit yourself.
Oh, man.
We're detecting Ducharme in your bloodstream. It's a potent morphine-based painkiller. The good doctor must have given you some. It's gonna suck when it wears off.
Are you hurt, Kuno?
Why? In the name of fuck would Kuno be hurt?
He rolls his eyes at you.
Kuno's fucking smart. Kuno wasn't in that fuck pile. Kuno knows when shit goes south, unlike you.
Get up slowly. As the edible gets me higher and higher throughout this stream, Kuno's just gonna be
pig. You wanna lean on the Kuno or something?
a welcome addition to this. I'm still holding the two guns, by the way.
You can take it. Just don't lean on the old leg too heavily. Your balance is way off. You feel like you're about to fall over.
So, how is it?
I feel fantastic. Let's rock.
Kuno can see you trying to shit him. But Kuno's unshittable. So fuck does Kuno care?
Still, you see something akin to respect in his eyes.
He knows I'm hard as fuck.
Yeah, that kid's taken a beating. Or 10. From his dad. He has regard for a man who can walk after taking some damage.
How long was I out?
2 days? Kuno's been out longer sleeping off the speed train. 2 days is nothing. 2 days is nothing to the Kuno.
It's fucking nothing. What happened to the others?
Some of those Union goons got fucked. Now the whole harbour is in lockdown. Even Kuno can't get in there.
The whole harbor's in lockdown.
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. No one goes in or out. Shit's paranoid now.
Is Titus alright?
The big fuckhole. Yeah, he's drinking downstairs. Kuno's not into that.
Thanks for telling me, Kuno, concluded.
No problem. Kuno shares the info.
What do you think I should do now, Kuno?
The fuck you asking Kuno for? How would Kuno know? Kuno's fucking 12.
Relax, Kuno. I know what to do.
Oh, really? You can't get to that fat fuck Everard anymore, because the harbour's locked down. Half the hardy bitches are dead, and your company bitch sailed off.
He's really been keeping tabs on you, the Hardys, even the company rep.
He's a proper detective.
Kuno thinks you're fucked, but I can help you. What you got? Bounce that shit off Kuno.
Again, something in him is shifting, changing.
There was a hole in Cloud J's wall. Something was checking her out, peeping.
Huh? That could have been there for years. Kuno thinks it's a dead end.
The fuck, Kuno?
You want Kuno to be a yes man? Or you want me to tell it like it is? Walls are full of holes here, pig. Even Kuno knows that.
The fucking Maybells, Kuno. The flowers.
Yeah, what? What bells?
Yank it out and show him the dried flowers while it falls to pieces. This flower.
Fuck, pig. Kuno doesn't know about this flower shit. Kuno's not feeling it.
There were some footprints in the dust room behind
There
Cloud's.
are fucking footprints everywhere, pig. Pigs are too into this footprint shit. Kuno just saw footprints outside on the sidewalk.
There's something creeping around out there. I can sense it.
Yeah? Like what?
Something.
Shit. Playing the Kuno like that? You better have something else for me.
Thanks for your help, Kuno. Oh no, I'm gonna have to find communism. Communism killed the hangman.
Is that like a fucking street name or something? It's pretty cool to Kuno.
It's not that cool, and it's not a person, but an ideology.
Come on, pig. Thoughts didn't kill Kuno's gimp. It was a person. Even Kuno can figure this shit out.
Thanks for your help, Kuno.
Shit ain't nothing to Kuno. What now?
I'm giving up. Time to start drinking.
Fuck off. Kuno's not into this old man piss drinker shit. You ready to walk now?
What happened to my room? I'm ready, Kuno. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Listen, pig. Kuno's been thinking about shit and, Kuno's coming with you. Help you wrap this shit up, final style.
What style was that?
Final style. You fucked everything up. Now Kuno's all you got. Terminal Kuno.
Why do you want to come with me?
This scene is dead. Kuno's out of here. Might as well be a pig. Big up fucky fingers on me way out.
Alright, saddle me up, accept the Kuno.
Accepted the Kuno like a motherfucker. What are we gonna do now?
That's what's gonna happen next?
Yeah, debrief Kuno. Let Kuno know the plan.
Let's just aimlessly wander, baby.
That sounds like a hella shit plan. You asking Kuno to come along to your shit show?
Inspect the window. The bed still smells of your sweat and blood. What is this thought? Look, the door's open. You can walk into Kim's room. Oh, so exciting. See what Kim's been up to this whole time in a much cleaner, nicer room. The alarm set for 6:50 a.m.
These papers bear the stamp of the RCM. They appear to be fragments of the lieutenant's paperwork, half finished. You may have notes on this and other recent cases.
Look, Kuno, Lieutenant Kitsuragi's notes.
The child. Dom's unfinished. Dom's unfinished too. The man with the hole in his head. Oh, boring ass shit. Motorcycle emptiness. That's a cool case. Kuno can solve that shit for the Beano.
Don't call him a Beano.
No one tells Kuno what to call something. But the Beano was alright in Kuno's book. Kuno's pig.
What has he written on this case?
Very little. This is a daily writer. He's just started copying notes from his notebook, preparing them for filing. The case appears to be named, however.
What is the name?
KK57 0803 0815. The Hanged Man. 28 kilometers to the northeast, in the infirmary of Precinct 57, Lieutenant Kim Pinball Kitsuragi rests under a heart monitor. A triage sign, colored yellow, hangs from his injury record. Safe, it means. He coughs, propped up against the pillow.
Beautiful.
Why are you here? Asked the man as the cough fit resides. His eyes are black and moist. To inquire about the Lieutenant E. Freighter, sir. I am his partner, says Satellite Officer Jean-Vic Mayer, standing in the doorway. Then why are you wasting time here? Coughs Kim. He's out there, in Martinez, unsupervised, without cover. You need to get there. His cough gets the best of him. He grabs a glass. On his right-hand side, a little blue notebook.
Damn.
Open at case notes.
This is gonna be that's the last I'll hear of Kim. It's just through this spirit de corpse. Close the notes. Fuck Kim's notes. That's all he's got in his room. It'd be interesting if there was something that like exposed something about his personality or like a secret hobby or something. More personality building.
Completely clean. You see the reflection of yourself in the mirror. The expression fixed to your clean-shaven face. You're still not accustomed to it.
You know, 83, still not the best in the world. But what I can do is raise that electrochemistry even higher, because I know I just have a bunch of clothes that do exactly that. +1, there we go. Well, what is this?
The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into. Makes you look cool, calm, and collected. As your hand enters the pocket, your fingers brush against something soft, yet crinkly.
What the fuck? I've never worn these jeans, I guess? Take the item out.
Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper. It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots. You should inspect it closer if you have time. Something about the wrapper's texture is familiar.
Okay.
Not familiar in a good way, you might say. There's pain in there somewhere.
Oh no, he's gonna have another wife flashback if I look into it,
Bathroom
probably.
mirror has been wiped completely
First things
clean.
first, let's get rid of the
You see
expression.
the reflection of yourself in the mirror. The expression.
It's like something snaps in you. A nerve ending. A thought. A sadness.
Watch the
Your
portrait
face
in
the
real
mirror
time
is
change in the
suddenly
bottom
clean
left
of
corner.
The layer that had distorted it. Just like that, it's
Oh.
over. The running gag that your life had become. A sad old man looks back at you.
I don't know why I wanted to get rid of the expression, but it feels important to come to terms with reality. Now let's also check out this wrapper.
A crinkled chewing gum wrapper. The worn label reads, Tutti Frutti. It smells faintly of apricots, with a barely noticeable twinge of cinnamon.
Why do I even care about this?
Good question. There is no answer or secret phrase written on the inside of the wrapper. Yet you're drawn to it, drawn by regret. Stop before you hurt. You carefully fold the...
Alright, I'll put it away. Yeah, it's just something about, like, that was my wife's favorite candy or some bullshit like that. I'm not even going to do the dream. For anyone who's played this game and knows, you have a dream meeting with your wife. I'm going to see what happens when you don't do that. Because it's sort of a boring conversation to do a bunch of times. Sorry, Kuno, I know you don't approve, but... that's just the kind of cop I am. See if going to the balcony after all this shit, if anything new is out there.
Talk to Kuno.
Where's Kuno S? I was curious.
Kuno doesn't want to talk about this shit.
There's a moment of thoughtful silence. He almost looks behind him.
That is a look of a man who knows he'll be looking over his shoulder for the rest of his life.
That toxic shit's behind Kuno now.
Oh my god. So that's it with the Kunes. I've had these weird shakes recently and something like visions. Sound familiar, Kuno?
Totally, pig. Kuno's in the same shit every time he's coming off speed. You need to medicate that shit.
It's more like the city is speaking to me.
Ah, Kuno's not into that hallucinogenic shit. That's for pussies.
I don't think it's drug related.
If you want to take a real blast, though, go down the coast to the old church where the speed freaks hang. Tell them Kuno sent you. They'll know what it means.
A couple questions about Martinez, Kuno.
Shoot. Kuno knows this shit all better than anyone.
Anything you can tell me about the boardwalk with the ruins and the fish market? Nah, fuck all this.
Sure thing, pig.
As much as I love Kuno dialogue, he's not going to tell me anything I don't know already. Ouch, that leg hurts. Maybe if you don't run, it'll be okay. Well, there's only one speed in Disco Elysium, so it looks like I'm running. I always wondered, did I miss any drugs in this cabinet?
The cabinet is cleaned out, emptied.
Nope. It's cleaned out.
Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass.
Shit, I know this. Kuno gets this shit. Ballistic shit. Science shit.
What happened here? No, first, I think I have one more... or no, I'm out of cigarettes. Fuck. Well, I know I have better glasses for visual calculus. Oh, that puts down my visual calculus. Logic up. No, or do I not? Alright. Could have sworn. Well, I'll put my logic up at least. Nothing visual calculusly in here other than... oh, there you go. A nice jacket. I don't know why it would put up visual calculus, but I will take it.
Light from...
shit, I know this. Kuno gets this shit. Ballistic shit. Science shit.
Please, 72, be good enough.
Golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed. Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired.
Boom, and I love you can see up there the 3 places it could have came from.
The man looks directly at the woman.
Nice.
The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth. A ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain, ending him.
Where does it come from?
Outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corolla.
Look at point A.
Ruby ruled this out vehemently. The shot would have been heard from downstairs, where no one heard it. The likelihood of A prime has fallen drastically. You may be looking for a sniper.
Okay, it's
The
not
shot
A.
had to come from a greater distance.
Extrapolate the
Beyond A
radius
prime.
to include
Should we
all of Martinez.
According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet.
That's where we
in
found
the
that
bay.
dead guy, if you
Let's
remember.
call B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet detective.
Let's look at the
They may be
boardwalk.
700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account.
Yeah, that's really fucking far. Have a look at Land's End.
1.2 kilometers away. The least likely of these positions. Let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it. Possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched.
Let's have a look at B, the islet.
1 kilometer away. An unlikely point of origin. Beyond the docks somewhere. On an islet in the Bay of Martinez, perhaps. There are islets there, badly charted as they may be. The shot would have been a small miracle. 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window.
What is the
Between
point of
roof-
origin?
It's not the roof. And had it come from the coast, you would have probably stumbled upon it while you were running around over there. This leaves the island in the bay.
Yes. Kuno, I think the shot might have come from the islet.
Islet? Like a gimp island? I think you're onto something. The shot could have come from there.
How did she know how to do this?
Kuno's got no fucking clue. You need to pick this shit, cop style.
This is also one of the few places in Martinez I haven't been to, Kuno.
Cool shit, Sub-Zero shit. Kuno's listening, you got his attention, so what's next?
Looks like we need to go to the island.
The boy squints. He senses danger. Possibly a trap. You shouldn't ignore this. The kid's got serious street smarts.
Kuno, let's go to the fucking island.
Yeah, why fucking not? Just one question though. How are you gonna get to the island? Kuno has his ways, but that ain't for your fat old ass.
Maybe someone in the fishing village can help.
There's this lady in the village. She... yeah, there are boats there. You go, do shit there. You'll get one on the coast.
Wow, I think he likes her. That'll be interesting if Kuno already has a crush. I just want to go out here, see if there's anything. I'm always very paranoid because this game is so exact. You can miss anything. Shivers, pain threshold. What do I need to put up here at this point? Keep that composure up. You never know when composure is going to come into play. I've liked to run through leaning on motorics heavily. I think it's been an interesting one. I'm always technically able to do what I want to do.
You can almost see the shape of a man and a woman writhing inside, bathed in drug sweat and dirty linens. Bottles lie around everywhere.
What were these people doing in there?
You lean closer to the peephole instinctively. I bet they're doing something quite unnatural.
This didn't come up before?
Sensationally unnatural. If your mesolimbic reward pathway were to venture a guess, one of the bottles is probably being put somewhere it doesn't belong.
Jesus.
And were your glands to venture another guess, they would add to that another bottle is being put somewhere very close to that. The bottle is a bit smaller, you see.
Jesus.
Also, you can literally put speed up your asshole. Did you know? Enters the bloodstream right through the mucous membrane. So yeah, that's definitely also.
Finished thought. I'm not going to ask Kuno to put speed up my asshole, unfortunately.
You clearly see footprints.
Alright, we've been through all this. Just having a quick romp around the old whirling rags, you know, I might as well come down another way. Did I see this one earlier? White Diora.
You see a heavy steel door with a
Push on the door.
lock. The door does not challenge.
Pull on the door
The
hard.
steel doesn't even tremble.
Put your weight into it.
Now you're hanging from the handle. Okay, it was a challenge.
Okay. Luckily, plenty of medicine. I'm never worried about morale. No door's gonna get me down.
So this is where they brought 40 pinball machines to fix them up. A long time ago.
Used to be a
Everything's
pinball workshop.
covered. Yes, Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade. A creak. Some dust falls off a shelf, and it has been forgotten. Now there is only one working machine in the main hall. The rest is lost to dust. But then it went bankrupt. Your skin crawls from making the connection.
Could this mean the Whirling and Rags really is part of the doomed commercial area?
Yes, it would mean that.
Oh.
And God would not like that. He should probably be made aware that his establishment is part of the neighborhood ghost store.
I love these new tasks. I've never, last time I did this run, I didn't go through that door, so I missed those two things. Hearing about putting speed up your asshole and finding a different way to upset Gart, which is so exciting. Because I hate Gart, and he's clearly not good at his job. He's been stuffing this fucking duck for like a week now. So I'm gonna go talk to Gart. I'm gonna go hash things out with the Hardys. I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute break, and then I'll be back to finish this game up. Gart, what's cracking, buddy?
Oh, you're up. It's good to see you back on your feet. Did you like your room? I cleaned it for you.
Well, that's very nice, actually.
Fucking cleaned it.
He hisses something under his breath.
What a dick. Dancing around in his maid uniform.
What was that, Kuno?
Kuno forces an unnatural smile.
It could have used more work. I just took 2 bullets for this place.
Really cool, man. Yeah. Entitlement. Everybody likes that. Everybody likes an entitled person who doesn't know how to say thank you.
Fuck you, Gart.
You know, I was about to congratulate you on your great aim, but seeing as you're already so special, I'm not going to. Someone has to be pedagogical around here.
Yeah, whatever.
I hope at least your partner is recovering quickly. Also, you're staying here for free now. That's right. This establishment supports cops. Even cops like you.
Where'd everyone go?
Oh, you know, people don't tend to stick around after shootouts. Turns out they're not good for business.
Are Lena and Morel still in town?
Ah, them. Nice people. But no. Lena said they were going back to Jamrock. I saw them pass by outside. This was before the fight started.
Good timing.
I'm glad she got out of here before all that. Bullets flying and stuff. People inside were quite terrified, you know. I had to take action and step outside, too.
Oh, yeah, big guy there, Gart.
Yes, you know. And I went outside and took care of it. Everybody calmed down. Felt like the right thing to do.
What happened to the man with the sunglasses?
I don't remember everyone who comes here. And many people wear sunglasses inside lately. Must be a fad.
Where were you when it happened?
Where was I? How do you think I know the crazy shit you pulled off out there? I was there, out on the balcony, protecting my establishment.
You did fucking nothing.
That's actually true. You remember him from the corner of your eye, right behind you on the whirling balcony.
I wish I'd looked out for that, actually. Maybe go back and rewind, see if you can spot Gart on the balcony.
So, yeah, I guess I'm what you call a badass.
You're the opposite.
It really took courage. Don't pick at him.
Yeah, I guess you are a badass.
Yeah, I don't know. Clients were panicking. And also, I guess I sort of found out that I don't give a shit if I die.
Alright, wow. That is sort of badass, Gart. Alright, thanks.
No problem.
What's my... I can't talk to him about his business here? The Doomed Hostel? Come on.
Is there something I can do for...
You can get that big shiny fucking plate and draw Kuno a line.
He keeps his eyes on you, ignoring the boy. He's used to this sort of thing.
Gart, I saw another thing at the Whirling.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
I have to warn you, I may have discovered that the whirling is part of the doomed commercial area.
What? Why would you say that?
He looks mildly
We're at a
started.
completely different address from that whole thing.
So he knows of the doomed commercial area and its address. He's thought about this.
Wait, so you know about the curse?
Everyone knows of it.
The whirling is listed on the intercom outside as one of the businesses in Building B of the doomed commercial area.
I've been working here for a long time, and that intercom has never been used by the whirling.
Hold on, not once. Is this already a sign of decline?
It's a sign of the whirling in rags not being part of the doomed commercial area. If anything, we're revitalizing this neighborhood.
The whirling was once the East Delta Pinball Arcade, which failed, though perhaps the whirling will escape the curse. I will give you some hope here.
Does this look like part of a doomed commercial area? This pre-revolutionary tilework, these high ceilings, the nice rooms, well, most of the rooms. For 14 years, man. That's how long I've worked here. I've kept this place up through hail and through sleet. Fuck me, if some doom ghost.
He steadied his voice. You must really care about this place since you've worked here for so long.
Yeah, it's slowly growing on me again. It's beautiful in its own way, especially for this neighborhood. I've been trying to keep it that way.
Oh, wow.
Even if it is part of the damn doomed commercial area.
Ah, you admit it.
Yes, your police skills have delivered.
Fuck yeah.
I'm sure you'll get a commendation, maybe even a promotion.
Well, good luck to you in this place, then.
Luck has got nothing to do with it. I need to think about where I'm going to place those pinballs. I have a feeling they're going to help.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you didn't have anything else to tell me... Yes?
Nice. Another quick 10 XP side quest. Titus, what's cracking, buddy?
Seeing you approach, the bruised man raises his bear in welcome.
Wow, the Hardys are cleared out.
Careful. Looks like we got a situation here.
He gives you a knowing nod.
Those guys are what Kuno calls the army. They think they're a big deal around here.
Wow. Kuno's got a special name for him.
Crazy motherfuckers. Didn't think you had that fury in you. But I guess I've misjudged a lot of people lately. That was one hell of a shot. Hell of a shot. The fucks did not expect that.
He looks at you with unmistakable
I
respect.
guess what I'm trying to say here is, thank you for intervening, Capo. That was mighty brave of you.
He extends his hand.
Situation diffused.
He declares with undue authority.
Titus's hand is covered in bruises and half plastered. Still, this hulking lump of man is glad to be alive.
Shake it. I superstarred the shit out of that.
Dick Mullen on steroids. Glenn would have liked you had he gotten that. Never mind.
Yeah, he's sad about Glenn.
There's a lump in his throat when he thinks of Glenn, lying on the plaza mosaic, bleeding.
Sorry about the people you lost.
Theo was old. I think he'd be pretty happy with the way he went. Never could imagine him withering away on a sickbed. But Angus, he was just a stupid kid. Didn't realize the mess he'd gotten into. Trusted me. Still, the balls on that kid. Went down fighting for someone else's shit like a fat, angry bear.
Yeah, Angus just got lit up, apparently.
Here it comes. The last one is the worst one. He only deals with it by drinking copious amounts of 8% beer.
Oh, yeah.
An honest tactic, and effective.
That's right, electrochemistry.
And Glenn was my friend. Best I've ever had. I'd love that crazy homo like my own brother. We're all fucked without him. But what do? This job is shit.
Hey, where's that Shanky fella?
Dennis, that poor little rat is dead too. I always thought he'd run. But no, he stayed. Stupid, brave fella.
Apparently, if I had exhausted my dialogue a bit more, he suggests running away, and you can either get him to stay and fight, which is he dies, or he'll run away, and then he'll be here, like, ashamed after.
He didn't like it. That only makes it worse.
They were good people. I'm sorry it, like, went that. This is getting dark. Let's talk about some happy stuff.
Sure, Capo. Puppies and daisies, shoot.
So long, fellows. Be good. I don't have to come back here again.
Look after yourself now, Copper. Death passed on you today. but men don't get that lucky twice.
Hell yeah.
Coco Loco. Good luck in general. Scars made the best tattoos, they say.
Thanks for getting involved, man. Not a lot of cops would step into that line of fire, but you did.
And if you ever feel like the uniform is holding you back, I've got a few vacancies. You'd make one hardy boy, Copper.
Hell yeah.
And Titus Hardy himself would make a good officer. That man was born to lead.
Yeah, you'd make a good cop, pal. Think about that.
I will, Capo. That's a promise. Now scoot, because the Hardy boys got some mourning and drinking to do.
Okay, fair enough, pal. Real quick here, see if this guy has any more dialogue after the shootout.
Hi again, Gendarme.
What are you doing here?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
I'm here to kick ass, solve a case.
Well, here's to you. Bye-bye,
Alright.
Gendarme.
It's funny how some characters, like, they're completely different. Like, Titus treats you with respect, he loves you now. Kuno, same thing. And then these two guys are the exact same before and after. It's all about money, you know. Alright, buddy. What a weird
Kuno's
character.
gonna scram now. Can't be seen with pigs. Can't shit on Kuno's good name. So yeah, see you on the C4 island. Try not to get shot or drunk again. Kuno's counting on your ass.
Kuno will rejoin your party later.
Oh, that's a shame. I thought Kuno was gonna walk around town with me and maybe unlock some new dialogue options. The final part of the final part. No, what is this? This fucking message in red.
The graffito has been painted over the traces of the fight that took place here. It smells of blood and heavy fuel oil. This was Cindy the Skull.
Looks like... Sorry. Looks like Cindy the Skull has struck again.
Dyed fuel oil glistens. This was painted very recently.
I smell heavy fuel oil.
And blood. Some of it may even be yours. Looks like a giant mop was used to turn it into lettering. Heavy fuel oil. Isn't that flammable?
What are you trying to imply? Fingers?
You could buy some smokes, light up a ciggy and throw it in there. You know, just to see what happened.
Alright. That's an easy task to take on here. There's also one more side mission task I have to do before just gunning it for the endgame here. And that is my ultra-liberalism side quest. If you know this game well, you've already seen my fantastic net worth down at the bottom there. Yeah, give me some ciggies.
A colourful...
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. Here you go, mister.
And I'll take some Commodore Red, why not? Just in case I run out. You know, also, just to be safe, if my morale takes a beating out there.
Filled with various medicine bottles.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Oh, gazoom type for myself there. Keep this going. I really should sort out the outfit that I want for this final game too. I'm just wearing all this electrochemistry shit. Half-light. Yeah, I'm gonna want to be able to threaten, so that's gonna be good. Compete, keep the composure up. I don't like lowering savoir-faire, but it is what it is. Oh, there you go. Savoir-faire and physical instrument up. Now this is the guy. Maybe a bit of empathy. Logic's already in the toilet. I need a different jacket as well. Pain threshold, half-light, another... Nah, I don't need pain threshold though. Half-light -1 rhetoric. Now where's the pinball jacket I had? That was a good one. Empathy and hand-eye coordination. I like the ones that are just 2 pluses. Oh, and there's a little sneak peek of the statue of me. For those of you that don't remember, Doom Spiral guy had commissioned to change that statue in my likeness. Let's also see, if you remember, this is the guy who I lied for and said that he spared Ruby's good name, didn't turn on her. I wonder if there's going to be any dialogue options.
My man, you're alive.
Oh, see, he treats me different.
Kind of. Sort of alive?
Alive, limping with a punctured lung, baby.
Man, what a day. I missed out on most of the action, but I heard it was quite the encounter. Had a strong sense of finality to it.
Yeah, that's right.
So what's next? You heading back to Jamrock now? Talker's local union muscle were behind it all.
Loose
I reckon the place
threads.
is closed, even if it kind of turned into a shit show.
It wasn't local union muscle, by the way.
Hey, that's just what I heard. Old wives' tale. So,
Loose
good luck with
threads.
that, my man. Ain't easy being you, but hey, you're still breathing, right?
By the way, you're not angry with me anymore?
Fuck it. I'm a bad guy now. There's things more important than holding a grudge. It's okay. You've been through enough.
Wow.
We are what we are.
Right, a few questions then.
Sorry, man. Didn't mean it like that. Ask away.
I met Ruby.
Okay.
Is it wise to share it? Telling him is a really bad idea.
She shot herself.
What?
He cannot believe it.
I'm very sorry. She was distraught. It just happened.
Just happened?
Oh, jeez. My morale is getting smoked.
Is she dead? Don't tell me she's...
Dead. Because of me. You've given him a panic attack. He's ill-equipped to deal with it.
Look, man, fuck off, okay? Fuck off and let me have a panic attack. I don't need to know about this shit anymore. I can't talk to cops anymore.
He means it. This is the end of him talking to you.
Oh, no.
Out of old habit, he still snaps his fingers at you. But then today...
Oh, my God. So, I was trying to maybe fix the relationship a bit. I thought telling him we could bond? I don't know.
The graffito has been painted over the traces of the fight that took place here. It smells of blood and heavy This was Cindy the Skunk.
Set it on fire.
Catches fire.
Look how cool that looks.
A low hiss.
I want to get that exact image as a back piece.
Of the lettering. Rain turns to vapor above the burning mist.
Disco Elysium.
The flames warm your face. Then, a gust of cold wind, and the fire falters.
It's time to go to the island.
Thank you, Shivers.
The flames subside.
Shivers, of course, is the city of Martinet that speaks to me and only me. I realized last time I didn't check out, though. I do just want to see if there's any new things in the city. Remember the rest is... That's so ironic. The message says, remember that, and then fades away to nothing, unfortunately. There's nothing over here. Kuno S is all gone. Oh, here's one more. Sounds like an obscure live performance in a dirty underground bunker. Is the Kuno S still here? She's completely gone. Well, there's clearly nothing left for me here. So I think it's time to take the walk. Go finish up this run of Disco Elysium. It's a shame Kim's van isn't still here. I would have used the radio to ask about the Madre cop or Madre police or whatever the fuck that is. But of course, Kim getting shot, no longer here. The salesmen are back. I assume the thrift store is open again. Didn't really have anything to do in there. Man, this is way more somber just without Kim. I feel sort of heartbroken. But it's the path I chose. There's only one way to get Kuno at the end, and that's Kim getting shot. Ah, fuck. I just realized I forgot to see my completely cool statue. Sorry for all the backtreading here, folks. As I am 2 hours into a stream, the Green Angel XO lollipop is completely taking care of me. But I'm way more likely to have poor short-term memory. But this is important, because I've come this far in the ultra-liberal side quest. You gotta see it till its end. It could have become I forget the option. There's communist, fascist, ultra-liberal, and a moralist. And I think you can just also become a centrist if you don't side long enough.
The scaffolding around the old monument has been taken down. In its place are the spoils of your investment. Numerous rods and ropes still hold the original reassemblage in place.
Reflect on
An
it.
apricot scepter shines party bright across the monument. Glitter balls dangle like severed heads below the eternal king of disco. It is unmistakably a vision of you in your prime. A killer on the performance floor. Icon for all.
Wow.
Your eyes glide over the horse, over its patina green coat. Something about the mount's sad animal eyes makes you pause.
I made it.
The thought rings hollow in your silent mind. It's even quieter on the roundabout, in the falling rain. Somewhere in a hospital bed, the lieutenant turns onto his side, feverish and exhausted.
Savvy, yeah, where did Savvy go? Talk to me.
Savvy's here, watching the legitimate fiasco of the horseback monument. You should distance yourself from this project. Say it's your personal brand strategist gone rogue. Yes, it's not very good for PR. No, you should own up to it. Claim it as yours. Forget about the haters.
It's very on brand. Forget about the haters. I'll go full Kendall Roy on this one.
Maybe, but we still have a long... Come on, we've stood here long. The disco dancer towers above.
Thank you. Wow. Seeing my statue completely sobered me up. Keep an eye on that morality there. I was expecting maybe a morality check at the end of this game, but this guy here just fucking smoked my morality like 4 points. I shouldn't have told him that she died. I thought it was the right thing to do. I was trying to get some brownie points. This game is brutal. And you never know when you're done with things to find in it. That's the thing I really love about this game. There's so many things that happen in this run through that I didn't know possible. That are just so funny. Like, it's just so well written. I can't go up that staircase? Fuck's sakes. We're gonna start sounding like the Kuno here. If this doesn't work itself out. Around the building here, and here's my PR guy, the Doom Spiral guy. A big character in this run through, I will say.
Here he is, the man, the reality, the financial czar. You seen it yet?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Great!
He's covering up any nerves.
Well, no rush, but it'd be good to know what you make of it when you get a chance.
You want my opinion?
Right. Let's hear you then.
It doesn't quite meet my...
into that project, Tequila. A lot of work. Had to bring back my hustle game, call in some old partners to pull it off. So come on, tell me what I want to hear.
I could crush him right now, but I'm not going to. I'm going to applaud him.
You love it. Shit, Tequila. That's just made my day.
His face lights up as his drinking buddy gives him a congratulatory pat on the back.
Give me more, give me more. What do you like most about it?
He's giddy, both from the drink and the anticipation.
What more could you want? He got your brand out there while giving back to the community. He hit the brief perfectly. It's an image of you that will stand the test of time.
It's exactly the brand image I want to present to the public.
I knew it. That's what you get when you hire me. Customer satisfaction guaranteed. Whoa!
The wooden clack of a bill bouquet comes to a halt before the central structure of a roundabout. Awe whistles through the air as the onlooker takes in every angle. Eager eyes fill nearby windows, brought to the glass by the sound of the toy, but now also taken in the sight of the striking new installation.
Bet you're glad you hired me as your personal brand strategist now.
Sure am.
So,
not sure what's next, but I know you'll nail it.
You bet your ass I will. Tequila Sunset is just getting started. No one's ready for the shit we're going to pull. Feels good to be back.
I'm a big Howard Stern fan, and this guy would definitely be in my whack pack, so I'm gonna keep him close to the
Just
vest.
what I needed.
Even after the game. Just what he needed. That's the same thing I did the last time I played this on the file I lost, but I couldn't just stand to break his heart, you know? It would be unnecessary. He's a nice guy. He's helping out. He's a man after my own heart. Let's see if she has anything to say.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
I got shot.
Even I can see that. I told you not to bring your trouble with you, policeman.
Oh wow, that's very
kind. We've got
kind.
troubles of our own here. Though I suppose you took the worst of it. Turns out you were your own ill omen.
I guess you were right. The men with guns were coming for me after all.
I'm not sure those were the last of the men with guns either. There are always more coming for your kind, officer.
Oh wow.
Then we'll be ready for them.
I'm actually going to tell her, because I never did this, about the document you signed. Everett plans to muscle you out with construction noise.
Huh? I like to see him try. If anything, I am gonna muscle him out with construction noise.
That's good.
She doesn't seem surprised by this sudden twist.
Get out of here, trying to ruin my day. And that youth center better be a good one, or you'll have trouble from me.
Trouble how?
I wield an army of drunks. Do not underestimate the effect of such a force, if it's pointed to the right direction.
She wields an army of drunks. What a threat. Okay. Well, I'm glad. That was weighing on my conscience, and now she knows.
Officer, what happened? You're wounded. Why are you wounded? You look terrible.
Whatever.
She sounds almost disappointed with you. Reprimanding you for falling and hurting your knee.
Some people hurt me.
Is this from the shooting in town? We heard gunshots. Not that we don't hear gunshots all the time, but they were closer than usual.
You should see the other guys. 2 dead, 1 in the hospital.
So you're a killer?
That's
good, I guess.
I was a killer long
I
before
guess.
this happened.
I've always taken you for one, that's for sure. Not a lot of RCM men who aren't killers.
Yeah, that's life. I have a question.
Of course. Can I help you with something?
I'm so curious what happens when you take her out on a date. Maybe in a future run-through, I will see when I'm more emotionally capable of asking someone out on a date. I need to get to that island, point
That
to
won't
it.
be a problem. It's wind still and the tide just dried. We've got 2 days of relative sunshine ahead.
Can I borrow your boat?
If you promise to bring it back, and no scraping the hull. I just got it nice and yellow. And no drinking on the boat.
What if I want to rock?
Not joyriding either. See, that makes me not want to lend you my skiff. On a boat, rocking leads to capsizing.
That's
that
true.
There is an absolutely 100% rock-free skiff. You got that?
Thank you. I'll use your skiff to get there.
Please be conservative with the fuel, will you? Just filled her up, but it's a small tank.
Be seeing you. Actually, let's see here. Because I want to see everything. I want to see everything this game has to offer. So if I can somehow raise my suggestion, even to 25%, that's a shot. And you know, you gotta take those shots. Although it looks like I have almost no suggestion raisers. Just 2 jackets. Oh, that's a shame. Well, let's see anyway.
Be careful out there. Seas calm as death, but
17%.
still. There are ruins underwater. You can scrape the paint. Or... Oh? Well,
whoops.
how can I
I don't know what
assist
I
you
clicked
then,
there.
officer?
Fuck it, 17%. Let's give it a shot.
Oh, yes, she does. You need to get your drink on. There is no other way for human beings to procreate. Not after
Alcohol makes
6,000
closeness
years.
possible.
He's
Let's connect.
Alcohol? Connect? I'm not sure I'm following you.
Get hammered with me on a date. Drunk date. It'll be nice, I promise.
That's a good impression. You really cracked me up,
Rejection.
officer. Now, how can I help you?
She doesn't even understand you asked her out.
Oh, she doesn't even understand. Tools. I don't have any tools for raising my emotional intelligence. That's interesting. Maybe you need like a psychedelic, like a mushrooms. I don't think this game has that, but...
A skiff with a small... The boat's belly is a shiny yellow color. Once you get in, have you made all the... Remember what the net picker said. It's a small tank. You won't
First, tie your porter reel boombox to the breasthook to keep you company.
This is now a rock and roll skiff.
Cool.
It'll keep you very cool.
Get in and ride to the island, baby. This is the final ride for me. I have done everything I wanted to do or would be able to do. Now we take the long, somber ride.
Want to be free.
When you do this with Kim, he's sitting where you're sitting now, and your character is standing at the foot of the boat like Captain Morgan. This is much sadder. And I don't know why Kuno isn't here with you. Apparently he said he has his own way to the island. I don't know if that means he swam over. The song's a bummer. My character is a bummer. Alright. The water looks great though, you know? I wonder how much more I could have done in this run through, you know? Like, there's so many books you can buy in that bookstore. I'm like, is it all just time filler, or how many, like, unlockable side missions are there from that? Like, when I found the Kukatu of my personality. Or when you're trying to find a Dick Mullen book that suits your cop style or whatever. There just seems so much side content in this game, and I feel like the first time I ever played this game, this run through has made me realize I didn't even understand what I was doing. Like, I made it to the end with no gun, no bullets. I hadn't sorted out any side quest. I hadn't done the big side quests in the game, like the strike and the union stuff. I didn't do the church ravers thing. I think I just arrested the ravers and then put an end to all that. There was so much more content in their side quest. So, the game, I mean, it's funny because they say there's only one way things can happen, but it's almost like, no, there's a successful and unsuccessful way to do quests, and they can be cut short at like 30%. It's almost like in Heavy Rain when you fuck up too much and your character dies. That's on you, and now you're missing content that the game had prepared for you. Look at me arriving to this hovel. I don't see Kuno yet. I was hoping he'd just be waiting there at the
boat comes to a slow stop. You turn the engine off. Then there's silence. In the silence, a sputter of wings. A flock of quails takes off in the distance. There is very little wind here today. The ghost is standing still. You look at your arms, then the cliffs above you.
Good? You made it?
There he is. Where is he? Climb out. Kuno stands with his arms akimbo, looking at the shadow of the ruined flak tower looming overhead.
And, it looks like both of us aren't gonna make it. This is Death Island, the Hellmore.
What the hell are you talking about, Kuno?
I don't know.
He throws his hands in the air.
Maybe Kuno's just pessimistic because of the massive speed hangover. I did scout the place out. I can fill you in.
The kid turns away from you, cautiously looking to his left and right. He's on the edge.
I wish I had speed to give him. A makeshift bridge. The bombs were powerful enough to break the foundation. This is as war-torn as it gets. Tires are falling apart. They're at least 50 years old. Let's see if Kuno has any new dialogue.
Talk to Kuno?
Nope. Oh. Sorry to sneeze once again on microphone there. But I'm only human. When you gotta sneeze, it's gotta come out. I know Vince McMahon's not a big fan. But fuck Vince McMahon. Some people has leaked out into the barrel. Black, viscous. There's lingering trace of mazout in the air. Attention, inflammable. Alright. Maybe Kuno's right. Maybe this is Death Island. What's over here?
The dry grass crackles under your feet as you stop. Far away, birds' wings touch the still surface of the sea.
What is that flutter?
The flock of quail departs. Now more than 100 meters away. 102, 105.
Underneath the flutter.
On the islet, there is almost no wind. Just the light movement of air through the reeds. Bulrushes swaying on the waterline. Long dried leaves chafing against each other. The great ghost of the air is holding its breath.
Kuno.
What?
This is where a lesser man would stop to think about the pain shooting up his right leg and into his groin. Not you.
It's really
You're
fucking
concentrating.
silent on this island.
Fucking spooky, yeah. Is what it is.
I have to listen to one more thing. Ahead.
A low hum. The air slowly moves through a concrete box, through its ancient slits and cracks, resonating, hollow. A big building.
Beyond that,
air
further
flows
north.
out of a pillbox window. There is very little there. The air cossets flowers on a meadow. Absolute silence. Reeds motionless. Bulrushes motionless.
Below the silence?
A jitter. A sound impatient to happen, but not yet in this world.
Alright, open my eyes. I'm just here for my 5 XPs, let's be honest. 5 more and I get a level. Hopefully, probably the last one in the game, I would assume. If I can get it. Warm air from inside the building. It's warmer there than out here. Well, that makes sense. Barrel says ICM, you see a star with little specks on it. Warm blood trickles down your armpit. The ligature is off. It's nothing. No way to get up there. The stairs are gone, clearly. It's like the 3rd ladder to nowhere in this whole game. Be careful to not fall off the cliffs, okay? I do wish your character, I mean, everyone that sees him is mentioning how fucked up he looks, and then the character looks completely the same on screen. I wish he was, like, limping, or even if he had a crutch or something.
ICM. This feels familiar somehow.
Kuno, what is ICM?
Is this a case for Detective Kuno? Idiot Cat Moon, inside car motors. Is Kuno magic? He is. Case solved.
Is Kuno magic?
Sounds an awful lot like.
Sounds like Revachel Citizens Militia.
Yeah, pig. That's letter shit for you. The alphabet.
A white star.
Shit looks upside down to Kuno.
With its horns in the sky.
Are those speck stars
Dunno,
too?
Maybe. Sorta looks like stars to Kuno. Or like islands maybe? Fuck does Kuno know?
Thank you, Kuno. It's the DeLorean symbol of Insulinda. The face in the sea.
Looks old. What's it doing
Who
here?
the fuck's gonna move it? Yeah.
Alright, finished thought. Yeah, good point, Kuno. Who the fuck's gonna move it? What the fuck's happening here? There we go. That was weird. Alright, another level, another stat boost. What needs to go up here? I don't like the savoir-faire. Reaction speed. Interfacing. Yeah, let's put up some interfacing. At this point, I'm just laying into my Motorix. These stairs have collapsed. Classic. This was once an armament rest. Books, mostly fantastique and historical fiction. Is that some new clothing? It's been so long. Found Arrower shirt. What is that? Better than this one I was wearing. I'm gonna see. I wonder if you get anything from going all out found. Although, am I missing found boots? Are there found shoes that I don't have? No, there must be. Well, now I don't know what I was wearing before. Fuck's sakes, okay. And that green frog hat puts the perception up. The rest? Yeah, interfacing, there we go. The rubber gloves. More clothes. Army surplus winter scarf.
Books and magazines lie scattered on the floor and on a makeshift cupboard.
Sift
Most
room.
are soft covers, serialized fantastique and detective stories from the 20s and 30s. This disparate digest includes the classic Animal Adventures, among what is mostly commercial fiction and serialized stories. You find a magazine cathodique for electrical engineering. Then it's back to pulp. Light erotica, an international thriller about circuit benders.
Been reading shit here. Hooked on the book.
Hooked on the book? See candles planted on a broken rangefinder. Another picture of that communist I see everywhere. Oh, nice. The hitch is jammed shut. Is this what I need to turn on?
Green paint flecks off the monoblock aluminium cabinet. There are rows of switches on the front.
Run your
The keys
fingers
rattle
across.
like teeth. This keyboard hasn't been functional in decades.
What's this then?
Old hardware from the big power box upstairs. Circuit bender shit. Military grade.
What's this console
The
do?
fuck is this Agent Uber Aluma?
Alright. Oh wow, there's stuff under the stairs. Here's a thought. Water rushes from below, far below. What's out here? Rubbish hole. I picked up new item. Oh yeah, it wants me to look at the scarf. 2 empathy, -1 composure. Sucks to be poor. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. Fuck it, I can take a composure hit for 2 empathy. The reeds swaying strangely. No, it's nothing.
A strange feeling looking at the water. Maybe you should just wander off into the sea.
Just abandoning Kuno here? Shake my head. I don't need to be having suicidal tendency thoughts right now. The winch is broken, remains off the chain. Sometimes you just... I don't want to indulge every thought in this game. It's just not too much dialogue, but it's like, come on. Face cracks under your feet, be careful not to fall through. That'd be funny if you could insta-die in this game. Haven't died this whole run through, but just walking too far on the ice, your character just dies. The distant sound of cargo ships, signal horn echoes on the water. You can even hear it there. What's that opening? A firing slate, you can't see inside. Well, that was a fruitless venture. That's upstairs where we came in. How do I open this door?
You see a small metal door.
How do we open
Kuno
it?
don't know how to pick this lock. This one's military shit.
He looks at the door, then at his bigger brother, then at the lock.
He's right. It would be better to open its big brother.
We gotta find the
The
controls.
console over there, remember? Buttons and shit. Yeah, let's get...
Yeah, but we don't have any way to turn it on, Kuno. You fuck. I'm pretty sure it's this thing here.
An old cylindrical generator is nested above the ammo lift, with makeshift electrical wiring running out of its side.
This shit's cold.
Where do these wires lead?
Downstairs into that console we saw, and then to the rest of the room. Yeah.
What kind of generator
smells
is
like
this?
mazout. Heavy fuel shit.
What does this
Fuck
mean, a
this Kuno,
generator
though.
here? Why is it here?
Probably because it's winter. Some bums who camp here don't want to freeze to death. Maybe. Probably. Kuno's probably right.
Tap on the side.
A hollow ring. The canister is empty. Dust falls from the generator.
Alright, so I need to find gasoline? Is that what it's saying? It's funny because I did this maybe 3 weeks ago, so I totally should remember, but that's what happens when you smoke weed during your streams, I guess. But it's almost a plus side. It makes it more memorable. The inside of the fortress, you can make out the console of the blast door. There's no gasoline over here. I think it might have been out the door that I was already outside. I'm not sure. This is sort of the final thing you gotta do before... I'm pretty sure it doesn't make me sleep. You can just skip that altogether. For those of you that have never played the game, you go for a sleep there and then have a confrontation with your ex-wife, who appears as Dolores Day, who's the person on the stained glass in the church. But I always find it sort of depressing, and I was trying to avoid... Because it was so depressing in the first run, I tried to just avoid falling in with his wife in this run through, but it appears Harry's just tied to her through his thoughts. It seems pretty unavoidable altogether. What's up here? The pain in your pelvis makes you wince, then you continue. Oh, here we go. That looks like fuel. What's this? A weathered artillery map showing coordinates in the Bay of Revachol. An old medicine cabinet newly stocked with Ducharme. And finally...
There's a rain-soaked mattress.
A rain-soaked mattress.
Slab, only half covered by the crumbling roof. At the head of it, double embrasures. Firing slits, like two eyes in the wall. This is B triple prime. On the island. A nest.
Inspect the mattress.
A single-person mattress. Modern. Civilian use. Branded name. Marjorie. There's a fuel stain on the cover, along with cigarette burns, and an empty can of beans on the ground next to it, filled to the brim with cigarette butts.
Pick one out of the can.
The silhouette of a tobacco picker adorns the paper filter. The brand, Tio Morteri.
Inspect the wall.
There's a firing slit in the wall in front of you.
Look through the hole in the concrete.
The springs screech as you lean on the mattress and crane your neck to look out. A small piece of Martinez coastline opens up in the square in front of you, like a tiny landscape painting.
On the left?
A towering skyscraper, its top floors shaved off by artillery fire. Capeside apartments. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A and 33B.
On the right.
The red chimney and collapsed back of the 4-story tenement in front of the Whirling in Rags, Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 10, the doomed commercial area.
And between the two?
The box-shaped silhouette of the Whirling in Rags. Its sloped roof, a tiny fleck of light catches your eye on the rooftop, sunlight reflecting off the upstairs window of Clausia's room.
Motherfucker.
Motherfucker! You see in the window or not?
Yes.
More than that.
With a pair of binoculars, you'd be able to see inside the room, Kuno.
Kuno fucking knew it. This is a sniper's nest, right? Fucking assassin action.
Could
Kuno
the shooter
barely
still be here?
understands what's happening, but he likes the shit out of it. Where?
On this island.
Right fucking on.
He stops, a shudder.
He feels uncomfortable suddenly.
Let's get a move on. We're out in the open here.
Yeah. Good thinking, Kuno. Could this kid become a detective? Ooh, give me a bunch of morale medicine. Because it knows I might just take a beat down in this final. It's funny because these big conversations, they're the closest thing to like boss battles. It's like when you first get to Everard, he's gonna smack away at your morality. It's the closest you can come to dying in the whole game are these tough conversations. And I mean, throughout this run through, there's been a few occasions where I was just down to one morality point and or one health point as well, and just conversations can be brutal because you just don't know what's going to lower it.
Waits with its fuel cap open.
Pour fuel in.
Helps. There's a red starter switch. The recoil start wakes the old generator up instantly. The machine sputters like an old warhorse before settling down to a rattle.
We're in. We're doing this.
Leave. Wow, it looks like I am probably going to get one more level out of all this. Hopefully I'll get it in the conversation with the culprit, and then
the heavy metal door
I can use it. Use it for a check somewhere.
A dim golden.
Ah, shit! It's on. Turn emergency.
The door.
Turn emergency open.
Behind it, you see a hole in the concrete wall where light shines in.
That's it. We've done it, Kuno. Wow, taking its time here. You'd think who's ever out there could hear this, by the way.
A sudden wave of anxiety makes your skin crawl. No, it's more than that. There's something there, waiting.
Fucking right!
There's something I need to do with this console
the door
first.
Is open. We can just fuck on now.
Slide radio
The
dial.
dial slides under the dusty glass, dark and silent, despite the power being on. You make out defunct stations on the UKV frequency. The words, failed insula, are written on the band.
Whoa! Told ya. Military mega grade. Also like 400 years old, I think. 1,000?
Push light interior.
The lighting in the room turns on with a sizzle, a dim ambient orange.
Alright. Well, that didn't do anything, but you gotta try everything, you know? I love that I can skip that conversation, the sleeping and meeting your wife. And if you want to watch it, I'm sure it's on YouTube somewhere. It's just a pretty dull, you know. Harry's just getting beaten down. You try kiss her, and even if you succeed, it's just depressing. She didn't want you to kiss her, so it's sort of uncomfortable. Oh, there's the flowers. The air smells sweet and scary. Wait, before I go talk to what's-his-face, is there anything over here I never checked? Rubber dinghy, it's deflated, broken. Okay. Just off to the side here. No, nothing. That's where I came out. Okay. Let's do this final confrontation with this weird old man.
An old man wearing tracksuit trousers leans on the frame stock of his rifle. He gathers a big ball of spit in his mouth, then spits it out into the extinguished fire before him. He raises his black eyes, hooded by creased eyelids, to meet yours, unclouded by cataracts. His eyesight is sharp. He's practically tearing up from spite. Hatred got the best of him a long time ago. This man hates everything.
Did you close that blast door? Sir, I need you to put down the gun so we can talk further. We're the police.
You are a glorified night watchman. This is a service rifle. I can only lay it down before an enemy commander of corresponding rank.
What a soft, sort of chilling voice this guy has. Well, great voice acting throughout this whole game, by the way.
His elbows rest on the frame stock, calmly for now. But he may still get it in his hands. Looks like he knows the weapon. You don't see a magazine in the well. Yell at him now. Loud.
I am an enemy of rank. Put it down. Oh, fuck. 42% isn't good, but let's give it a shot anyway, please.
It's a good lie, but your voice slips on.
A big-time operator of the pederast army. How about I keep it, huh? Hand it over to a real killer. A Briscard.
No fucking way. Not on Kuno's life.
He mumbles with his fingers pointing at the deserter through his jacket pocket. The kids turn to the old man.
Kuno's got his keel 89 pointed at your fucking head, and he is gonna blow it clean off if you don't drop your weapon right now.
His pointed finger is moving inside his pocket.
Even with the intensity he's putting in those words and the fidgeting in his pocket, the kid is unconvincing.
Disarmed by a kid? To hell with it. It's a walking stick anyway. It's out of bullets.
The old man lays the rifle down carelessly, then looks at it lying
like
there.
An amputated limb in the sand.
Pick it up.
His gaze follows your motions. The rifle feels surprisingly light in your hand. Frame stocked and patched in places with tape and wire. Still warm from his parched hands. Not the metal.
Inspect it closer.
The rifle's in a shabby state. Like a crutch that's seen too much travel. On the butt, you see Vespertine writing, burnt into the wood. Triangon, 4.46mm, made in Sinyao.
This is a Triangon made in Sinyao.
This guy smoked a lot of people with this, huh?
No response from the old man. The plastic cape around his shoulders rustles in a small bout of wind.
This is just jacketed ammunition.
Mm-hmm.
The rifle has been patched and modified several times.
Looks like old shit.
The old man does not answer.
Stow the gun.
The old man keeps following your motion with his gaze. His right arm twitches suddenly.
I've gone from 0 guns to 3 guns now, if you're keeping track.
Some kind of involuntary response? Something is slightly off with his
What have you been using this for?
No reply. His leg twitches. You went in too fast.
Who are you?
My name is Josef Lilianovich Dross, Political Commissar of the 114th Anti-Aircraft Division of the 4th Army of the Commune of Revachol.
I'll drink to that.
I am a deserter, partisan, and a prisoner of war. This is my terminal surrender.
Wait! Like the fucking ancient army?
You're a holdover from the ISM, the Insulindian Citizens Militia.
Yes. Recruited from Jamrock in 07. Trained in the École de Contrôle Ariane. Consigned to emergency defense duties in 08.
A hardcore communist that fought for Revachol, I believe.
I left my unit on the eve of the landing. When I returned here on May 14th, the commune had fallen. Still armed and ideologically trained, I wrote a criticism of myself and resumed partisan duties.
Wow, he criticized himself.
43 years. No. I've been on other islands too. I was in Resurrection until they turned it into a spa in 18. Then I was on E48, a nameless sound, until the sea washed over it. Then I came back here. That was...
He thinks.
22 years ago.
So you've been hiding here for 43 years.
43 years and 10 months.
That's insane.
It's not how a human being should live. But I had to. I couldn't just forget. I couldn't just forget what I saw.
That is dedication to the cause. Holy shit. What have you been doing all this time?
Hiding, fishing, waiting.
He looks across the water.
Where the afternoon grows late, on Rue de Saint-Ghislain, people walk home. Street lights will soon be lit. Further inland, the streets are alive with workers, men, women, children, street hawks and migrant laborers. The temperature is steady. Alto cumulus clouds form above Precinct 41.
Always waiting.
The old man turns his eyes from the shore and back to you. For what?
For her to return.
Her who?
Girl child. Revolution.
I came from there, the point to the mainland. I can show you that's not what people are planning.
I am not a fool. I know the material base for an uprising has eroded. The working class has betrayed mankind.
Yeah, you'd be an upset communist if you were living here.
The historic opportunity for a revolution has passed. It will not come back anymore, however hard I try, whatever I do.
You said you deserted your unit?
I was just 16 years old, 15 when I volunteered. I had a lapse of faith. And of courage, too.
Lapse of faith?
You could say I misunderstood the historic role of the proletariat and thought Mazovian socioeconomics were fallible. For a second, I doubted the irreducible laws of historic materialism.
All right.
A second is all it took.
For what?
For reaction to take hold.
What's reaction?
Petty bourgeois terror. It's in all men.
You were just afraid.
It's the same thing. You haven't seen it. Not really. Not naked. It's impossible not to be afraid.
And when was this exactly?
May the 13th, 08. 44 years ago. The horizon was black with coalition airships. Their petroleum rose to the sky, and it looked like it formed the clouds. Storm clouds. When they started shelling, it was dark magic.
So this guy's got like extreme, prolonged, untreated PTSD. Dark magic, what are you talking about?
The combined might of international capital. All at once. All the
He just saw capitalism attacking his city?
Tore into Revachol. It lifted streets from the ground and turned houses into ghosts. We were in the flak tower.
He gestures towards it.
Huddled on the floor. The artillery was 80 kilometers away in Ozon. But I knew the commune would fall. We would all be turned into ash. So I said I was going to the map room.
He looks east.
A terrible shame, still within him. The lobes of his ears are red with it. The shame and smallness of what he became.
You didn't go to the map room?
No. I climbed the chain link across the water and hid inland. In the bunkers there, like the weakest of the weak. A mouse, frightened of the ordnance all night, and the sound of the rotors in the morning, whirring.
He looks at the sky. What was that?
Airships. I climbed out into hell. The landing was complete. The chain was submerged. I had to swim back. The fortress was half submerged too. Shattered. They'd all drowned in the lower levels, or got torn to shreds above. The anti-aircraft gun had malfunctioned. So had I. I left them without ideological direction. It was real. I'd seen it. I'd seen it in reality.
So he deserted his team.
Some kind of great terror. Worse than you've ever seen.
Seen what?
The mask of humanity fall from capital. It has to take it off to kill everyone, everything you love. All the hope and tenderness in the world. It has to take it off just for 1 second to do the deed. And then you see it, as it strangles and beats your friends to death. The sweetest, most courageous people in the world. You see the fear and power in its eyes. Then you know.
What?
That the bourgeois are not human.
You've lost your mind.
I had to. I had to fight it. I could not stop anymore.
His black eyes are piercing your skin as he looks for some great distance beyond you, shaking his head slowly, retreating from it. Have you survived all this time?
How does anyone survive? I steal,
I steal. That's a choice. You could have become self-employed. Create the system.
You're insane and
Still getting my ultra-realism in
Everyone
here.
steals. Vegetables, supplies. It's the life of a dog.
He coughs once more, then puts his hand on his belly. How is your health?
I've been throwing up blood since winter. Red, like beetroot. Been passing it in stool, see?
Jesus.
Kuno's dad has this shit. Wine belly. The cops can take care of this, right? Medicine shit. With, like, facilities.
That's true. Cancer even. The police can take medical services. You need to be looked over.
I need to die. You don't have medical facilities. You have guns. That's all they give you. Toy guns.
You also have Ducharme.
We have Ducharme and other opiate-based painkillers.
I have been running out of that stuff.
I stole his earlier.
There's no way he could manage the pain without them. It's safe to say he is addicted to painkillers by now.
How have you coped mentally?
I haven't. I have holes in my brain. Years missing. Others filled with pain only. A decade of...
His eyes roll into his skull and back.
I don't even know what. Inferno?
I also have holes in your bread. Oh, you notice that the adolescent at your side is about to say something. I'll just let him.
Kuno could do this shit. Live all alone like this. Kuno could hack it.
Good, Kuno. Be that. I saw the traitors of this city turn the lights back on. More and more each year. Ruins glittering in the dark. Like a fucking merry-go-round. It's disgusting.
He looks down at his shoes, his face parched from the sun and the wind. There's a wince of pain in there somewhere.
Are they not heartbroken? How could they have moved on?
How have you concealed yourself all these years?
It was hard in the tens. I didn't have partisan training. They were searching for stragglers, those bloodhounds.
What was that like?
What was it like? There was hope. A little hope. They needed to snuff it out. Martinez and Cold City were turned to dust. But Jamrock, Forburg, even Coron, and Boogie Street, of course, those fucking kips had Krasmasov coursing in their veins. And others too. Some cordons of Revachol was still fighting. There were cells. I tried to contact them. Soon they all went silent. The frequency's dead.
How did you get between here and the mainland?
At night. I used a dinghy. I only went after dark then. When I got to the city, I stayed underground. Patrols, you lot, the commons too. They'd started snitching.
So in the city you move underground?
From bunker to bunker. Not anymore. No one cares now. I don't even have to hide. They think I'm another antisocial vagrant. I could walk straight into that town if I wanted. I just...
He falls silent, his gaze fixed on the shack huddled together across the water. The weapons cache under St. Ghislaine 22B point to it in the basement. Have you been there?
So you finally found it. There must have been a small squadron's worth of arms in there. Elmer Graves, right?
They were damaged beyond use.
I know.
So you've been there?
Sleeping.
There's a small bunker under the Feld building. Have you been there?
The propaganda bunker.
Wow. There we go. New skill point.
But not anymore. They stored leaflets there. Broadcasting equipment.
I'm going to save that if I need it in one of these conversations.
Propaganda officers. I buried them with their leaflets. They killed themselves. 2 young boys.
Oh, wow.
And a lot of our boys did. I spent some winters there. Never liked it. Kept thinking of them. No need to go underground anymore. It's better in the ruins, on the ground.
Tell me another thing.
The old man looks across the water, at the city, the ruins, the motorways rising above it.
You said this is your termless surrender.
You're with the RCM, the coalition-appointed mob that enforces bourgeois morals in Revachol.
We enforce the law, keep the animals from killing each other.
You're the RCM. You represent the Moralist International, the enemies of humanity who took this city. I represent their adversary, Le Parti Communiste dans ce land. Take me to them as a prisoner of war. I have relinquished my weapon. I can no longer serve. No superiors can relieve me of my duty. You bulldoze them all to a mass grave for trying to free humanity.
His hand shakes and he breaks into a coughing fit. There's no more war, dude.
A spray of blood from his mouth on the black charcoal in the fire.
You're a communist soldier from the Communist Army.
No, I am not a soldier. I am an ideological officer. I belong to the party, not the army.
Understood.
Like you belong to the Moralist Party.
What is this? What is this place? This island?
It's not an island. What? It's a defensive fortification of the commune of Revachol. And I am its last surviving defender.
What is it used for?
The congenitally deformed King Philip II built it to restrict access to the Bay of Revachol. We captured it in '02, retrofitted the fort with an AA gun to defend against an airborne landing. Against the whole world.
You mean the landing retaking of Revachol?
Coalition military called it Operation Deathblow. I later found out on the radio they called it Deathblow. You're one of them. Tell me, who speaks like that? We had 50 million people on Caillou alone.
First off, I'm not one of them.
Sure you are. You're RCM. Answer me. Who calls an operation against 50 million people Deathblow?
Murderers. I know what you mean.
You don't know. You haven't seen it. Iblis.
What's Iblis mean?
The black-eyed angel.
Alright, fuck you. So I've gone through every dialogue option.
There's nothing serious in this world.
One more time, what have you used this gun for?
What have I used it for? I've used it for killing people.
Right.
Here we go. A trail of blood. Even the kid can smell it.
Killing people? Like straight offing them?
It's a gun. That's what they're for. You want a moralist euphemism? Defending your family and your property. I haven't done that.
Oh, wow, okay.
I've used it to kill people.
Nice.
You mean like lately? After the war?
There is no after the war. Class war is never over.
This is it. You can feel it, like battery acid on the tip of your tongue. Something you haven't felt in a while.
But what?
This is what you live for. This is the shit.
Yes.
The great serotonin jackpot. Be careful now. Slow and steady does it. Make him repeat it first. Don't mess this up. Remember, he wants to tell you. Get personal.
I know you want to tell me. Have you killed anyone with a gun in the last week or two?
I don't want to tell you anything, you grotesque murderer.
You're the murderer, pal.
And why did you think that was a good idea?
So you're saying you killed people after the fighting
What
stopped?
did I just say?
He brushes something out of his eye.
You were wrong. Don't listen to your hands, for God's sake. You're too close.
Wow, now my thoughts are just doubting themselves. That's one of the beautiful parts of this game. Did you use that gun to shoot and kill a colonel of the security contractor Cornell?
The who now?
He leans in and cups his ear.
He just wants to hear you say it. You're in.
The fascist death squad who took a bullet in the mouth the night of March 4th.
Oh, yes. That one.
He slides up and clacks
Ugly
his tongue.
piece of work, that boy.
Did you kill him?
The kid
Fucking
puffs up
tell
his
this
chest.
I am a son of a welder and an officer of the commune of Revachol. I do not collaborate with murderers and pederasts of the liberal regime.
A drop of blood in the saliva. Tear into him. Pile it on him. Everything you got on him.
The more the better.
The better. The gun. The murder weapon is the perfect opener. The scent of blood in the air. But what else? There was something you can't remember.
Disco Elysium. Or one of the finals, sorry. Probably third last, actually. I've got this. I'm going to show him his own gun.
Got nothing to say about that boomstick, huh? You choking? That's the stick that did it.
That's right, Kuno.
Yes, it's a real gun. Not like your little musketeer pistols. I've seen you prance around with those, jumping hoops for the liberals. You look like imbeciles. Why don't you ask them to give you real weapons? Going against automatic rifles with these toy guns. Of course you got those boys killed.
Damn, he saw you.
He's watched it happen. Oh wow, he watched the shootout.
So he saw you. Okay. So what?
We saved a lot of them. Their leader Titus, we handled that situation.
You didn't handle anything. I watched it happen. You let those murderers rip right into them. Got most of them killed. Even the fat one. None of those people mean anything to you. The vultures feed on this city, and you prepare the meal for them.
Stop squirming, I have the murder weapon.
You let them all die. Pranced around. Let your little friend be shot too. I didn't get a good look at that. Tell me, did he bleed out?
Shut up, I'm calling it. I have the murder weapon.
Who are you trying to prove this to, huh? Your friend. He's not here. He's dead, isn't he?
That's the murder weapon down. I've got more on you.
Murder.
Fuck you, pal. I'm not gonna talk about Kim with you, buddy.
This pushed him, but not enough.
Just got the ballistics.
I saw you poking around there, looking for evidence. You're damn diligent when it comes to dead fascies.
I'm gonna repeat myself here. With a pair of binoculars, I could have seen in that room.
Because it's a sniper's nest, you stupid fuck.
Fuck you.
Radio Gosh is right. You have worms in your brain.
Another sudden twitch, then one more in his right eye.
Almost. He almost burst out there. Keep piling arguments.
Come on, what am I forgetting? Hit yourself in the side of the head.
Don't forget the footprints. The diagonal prints in the dust.
Of course, thank you, Head. Thank you.
Remember, the boot prints were like no modern soul. Maybe don't beat yourself anymore, though. You're not immortal.
I wonder what brands of boots you're wearing.
Everything is brands with you individualists. Who cares what brand my shoes are? Sansa.
Show me the soles, you bitch.
Fucking imbecile.
The old man stretches his leg. A black and white spiral pattern covers the sole of his worn-out old running shoes.
The maker is Sensorique. The model is Corobay, and the size is 43.
Thank you, Perception.
These are not the unusual horizontal pattern soles you saw in the dust on the floor of the hidden room. They do, however, seem to be about the same size.
Wait, maybe it's simpler than that. 72. Come on, please.
Size?
Yes.
He doesn't have to be wearing them right now.
People change shoes. It doesn't mean you weren't there. The room near the victim died and sneaking around.
Racking those brains, are you? Desperate to report something back to your masters. They must have really loved that dead folk.
Yeah, whatever.
The kid gives you a quick sideways glance and nods to acknowledge. The prints were his. You can see it in those eyes. He can't keep them from flickering, looking for something.
Oh, what's he looking for?
Stares at his own prints in the ash around the fire. Silent suddenly, some strange process within him. A gush of wind. Seagulls in the distance.
You know who he was. A coalition-trained murderer. Armored and armed. He wasn't human. The blunt end of a hammer. Dripping with blood.
He was a rapist. I'm not saying he didn't deserve it.
Beating us to the ground. Moaning with joy. You hounds get so thorough when a company-trained killer dies. I haven't seen you on this coast for 40 years. You know, maybe I should have killed one sooner.
That's a confession.
Got your attention. Now
Yes.
you stop beating druggies and prostitutes in your basement. Now you come to investigate. Not when they die by the hundreds.
He breathes through flared nostrils. You can hear his nose going big. So you killed him.
Oh, the inhumanity. One paramilitary less in Revachol.
You can almost see him squeeze a tear out of his eye. His fist began to tremble from the anger. Hold your breath.
I had them in my sights. Both of them. Him and the whore. I was breathing with them, in phase. And I pulled the trigger and flew on the air until I landed in his mouth.
He begins to smile.
I didn't think I had a shot like that in me anymore. I did. I saw him kneel there with his mouth full of death, and that stupid look on his face. And his dick still in her.
Wow.
There, a hot flash of rage almost carries the smile away. Some dark peace.
Then what?
Nothing. I went to sleep. Next morning there were Maybells everywhere. The world was white, or what's left of it anyway. My last spring here. I knew the fascists would come to avenge their own.
Oh, really?
And so they did.
That's another level.
Fucking hell.
Boom, I got ya. I just fucking nailed you, Super Cop of Jamrock.
Moronic, gloating psychopath.
Fuck you, buddy. You're the psychopath.
A motive. A real cop gets a motive now.
Wait, motive? Why?
He could say he was taking the fall for someone. It's useless in court without a motive. Go be a cop now. Don't mess it up. Coax it out of him. He's still warm. They were fucking.
One more thing. Why were you looking at them that night?
I'm always looking.
Another tremor passes his right side, lower in intensity.
You always peeping on people through your scope like that?
The kid squints his eyes.
A rifle scope has the best magnification.
And if you don't like what you see?
Click.
You pull the trigger.
Yes. Think of it as a form of critique.
What specifically did you not like what you saw the night of the murder? Or my composure. I meant to do this earlier. Assess his body language. 83%. I would like that just one higher. Now that I have 2 points I can use anyway. See what that comes to now. 92! Even better. I'm going to assess this bitch's body language.
This gaunt man is not the stomach pain, or the cough, or the malnutrition. For a man who's spent 44 years hidden in the urban wild.
He's surprisingly okay.
Indeed. He speaks fluidly. His movements are rapid, if erratic. His voice, despite the cough, is there. It is capable of expressing complicated ideas. Above all, he seems animated.
Animated by what?
It's a mystery. This animation comes at a cost too. Erratic hand gestures, thought processes cut off like threads, as he just stares at the logs or the reeds. He also suffers mood swings, bubbling to the surface, unconstrained by his nervous system. Great leaps of emotion, from anger to grief, despair, and also flashes of lust simmering in there. Not too common in people his age.
The lust, wouldn't his glands have stopped by now?
There is definitely something hormonal there. Whatever the condition he's suffering, there is a sexual element to it.
Wouldn't foul temper be a byproduct of his life?
Perhaps, but his seems more than that. The inner turmoil takes unexpected turns, as if forced on him in a way. In summary, you sense some underlying neurological disorder.
Dementia.
You've seen demented people before. This feels similar, yet different. When his thoughts move, they are lucid, keen even, not senile.
Wow.
Is it some kind of substance damage? Like he's addicted to something? Not only the painkillers he's clearly on.
Or are you on some sort of psychoactive substance?
No. I won't be stuffed full of shit like the rest of this city.
Didn't he say?
You said you take painkillers.
I take them to cope with pain. The people of this city use painkillers because they have pain. Untreated illnesses. Not enough money for a greedy doctor.
It's not a downer, rather an upper, judging by his...
Are you on amphetamines?
Like some kind of decadent rock star.
He doesn't dignify it with an answer. How about pyhorolidine?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, me neither. I can't even say it. How's your memory?
No, I'm not okay. My shit blood and I'm surrounded by insane people.
Okay,
There it
calm
is
down.
again. Erratic hand motions, bouts of rage, and the stomach thing too, of course. Could it be a symptom of overdosing on something? Something even you have not tried?
What specifically did you not like about that the night of the murder?
Them. Fucking. I didn't like that.
You were jealous.
Jealousy is a reactionary concept. I didn't like the Reaver enjoying himself. Drugged out, soothed in the arms of a young woman. I wanted him to die so he could not enjoy life anymore.
That's hardcore.
And I wanted to see his head explode. That too. She should know better than to hold a child murderer between her thighs. I knew he'd be there for one more second. Writhing. That's all it takes for the bullet to reach his head. Now that I think of it, I wasn't aiming for his mouth. I wanted his brains to spill out on her. But you can't have everything.
I like Kuno just sort of watching
her body
this guy talk.
Drugs, slick from cerebral hemorrhage. This man has seen past her, like you did, and now he longs to see her covered in blood, to punish her.
How long had you been watching her? You wanted to punish her, so you killed him.
She practically breastfed that man. You wouldn't believe the things she let him do to her.
He shakes his head and stares at the ashes.
While he stands here and rots.
You saw through her, so did I.
You're delusional. There's nothing to see in the soul of the bourgeois woman. It's the same as the surface. Sick hedonism and desperation.
I hate women too, you know. I don't actually, but I want to see if I can relate with him. Maybe he'll tell me.
True. There is something bourgeois about women.
Wow. So he is just a heavy misogynist.
Vulnerable to exploitation by capital. Unless they rise up in arms, which the likes of her...
He shakes his head.
Twisted by psychopharmaceuticals, alcohol, and the class interests of the bourgeoisie. They all are women nowadays.
You had feelings for that woman.
There's nothing to hold on to. Only this. It's not enough.
The coals of his eyes glisten suddenly, like stones dripping with water. Is he crying?
Man needs to feel something else.
I hope Kuno mocks him for crying.
It helps if you have your eye on something there. It's weakness, I know.
There have been others?
Yes. Over the years. It's not unproletarian to feel something.
One more thing about this woman.
Woman?
He smiles suddenly.
And inexplicably, it doesn't go with his pained voice.
How long have you been watching her?
Since she came to Martinez. I saw her sneaking in the reeds early in the morning, behind the Fell building. It was dark, still winter. She didn't have her skimpy outfit on then, just a spot in the night, moving.
What was she doing?
Hiding something in the water.
Oh, right, her passport.
She had a fag after she'd done it. I was up in the ruins there. She couldn't see me, but I could see her, smoking. She was nervous, but not scared.
And beautiful.
And beautiful.
That, too.
Wow, this guy is just a perv, really.
The sun came up, and her hair was like cobwebs. She smoked more fags and snorted a line of whatever shit she was on. Right there. She needed it, just to move.
What do you think she hid there?
Her passport and tickets to Villiers. And from there, to Cachet Brut.
This is the hidden buoy she told us about. You looked into it?
After she was gone.
Did you keep the materials? When I found the submersible, it was empty.
No. Why would I do that? I didn't need tickets to Villiers.
Are you sure? I checked.
Why would I need that trash? I'm not going to Villiers.
A strange confusion comes over him from time to time. Some kind of aberration of the nervous system.
Did you continue watching her after this?
I did. She had a face like an archipelago, with those birthmarks, and a body hard and lean, and bruised all over, black and yellow. I could see she's taken a beating.
Jeez.
I could see who she was, too. A spook. On the run. Revachol's the cloaca of capital now. All the bagmen and arms dealers end up here to do drugs and have sex like animals.
The bruises. Can you make that out in a scope? And the fact that she was a spook? How did he come to that?
First, how could you tell she was a spook? From your documents?
She had different color hair on the photo. And glasses.
I don't know what a spook is. I thought it was a racial
sort of
term.
sordid bourgeois affair.
Could it mean
I've
someone
heard
running
about
from the
this
law?
kind of thing on the radio.
And the bruises. You could see her bruises through the scope of a rifle?
You can't see that through a scope. It's just a blur there.
How did you know the minute details about her body? Boom, 97. Come
It quickly
on.
comes to you.
The bruises on her body. Any chance you've seen them through a hole in the wall?
Oh, yes. Cutting those drugs of hers into little lines with a knife. Masturbating.
Everything in him fills with impossible longing. All at once.
You made that hole?
With a clip point knife.
What a fucking
Good for listening
perv.
in, too. For hearing the moaning and the snorts.
You ever seen her through a window on the roof?
Like that, too. Yes. Bending like a bow against the glass.
You've been through the secret route behind the whirling rags. Those were your footprints there. You just changed your shoes. Gotcha.
I've been through all of Martinez. Every nook and cranny.
And that too.
Yes, that too. The
Piling
things
on
we
the
did
EXP
in that
here.
little room. What she'd do to feel good. Funny the way light works. You turn it on inside, and it gets so dark out, you can't see a man looking in. I learned that in the 20s, when they were still hunting me. I've seen people do some shit, but...
He keeps shaking his head?
Yeah, the lightning gets shit going. Speed freaks fucking in the bushes.
He must know his way around a creaky floorboard and a rusty hinge on a door.
How did you get in there, the hidden pinball workshop?
I can just walk in there now after a good wash. I told you, they think I'm an antisocial. Closing hour is a good time. The kitchen's empty.
And the door, the steel door in the kitchen, how do you open that?
I got that open a long time ago. Some bourgeois game merchant lived there. I don't know, 15 years ago. He left spare keys all over, and I took one. Then I saw her turn the light on one night in my scope.
He points towards the whirling rags. So in conclusion, it wasn't even about him, it was about her.
Her.
There's a twitch in the corner of his
You hear
eye.
a low-frequency hiss, barely, beneath the audible spectrum. Then it's gone.
My perception is godly.
It was about bitches.
It was about bitches, the boy nods grimly.
There, motive, detective. We have it.
Where is she?
Another level.
I haven't seen her there for days.
I'm not at liberty to tell you.
I know she's gone. Locked up. Or on the run. She kept staring into the scope, you know. In the end, this last week, at the fort. Like she knew.
Alright.
Like she knew I was here. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's to no one in particular.
Across the harbor, on the south bank of the river Esperance, the air stands still outside Precinct 57. A two-story box of duraluminium near the gates to Terminal H.
This is where you find out what happens to Klaasje, by the way, if you listen into Shivers. Look east.
Inside a cell, a young woman is withdrawing from amphetamines, barbiturates, and alcohol, all at once, while two men in brown suits wave ICP badges at a young policeman. She hears the door open and knows it's over. They've come for her. Outside, it's springtime. The river flows blue and green into the Bay of Martinez.
So whoever was looking for Klaasje, they got her in the end.
Totally get more out of him. He's squealing.
That's true.
You could get more out of him. He likes talking. Enough. Take him in. Bend his arms behind his back and end this.
Looking at anything else you haven't liked?
Tragic comedy. Druggies, prostitutes, and rentiers.
A strange little engine seems to fire up in him again. It straightens his back.
Alright, so I'm another 70 away from another skill point. I'm just going to put one in case... I think you can only hold two there. I could be wrong. But maybe I want to, actually. Fuck it. I'll see where this
Detest
goes.
pushes the cobwebs out of his eyes. Pushes the melancholy aside. He relishes it.
More specifically?
Specifically, the whole city is a charnel house. Stripped clean and draped in neon. But Martinez is the worst.
How come?
Because of the racists. Everyone is a racist in Martinez. It's their favorite thing to do in the whole world.
There are a lot of them,
Listening
with their
to
mugs.
race-themed radio shows. In the ruins, in their lorries.
He points inland.
Full of steroids and Radio Revachol 92. Race this, race that. It's all sanctioned by that Social Democratic Union and the farce of a Social Democrat who runs it.
Mr. Clare?
Yes. The fly larva in his container. He let some nihilistic advertising yuppies erect a statue of Philippe III, a syphilitic murderer, on the town square, to spit on the working class.
Let him finish, don't interrupt.
Not since the serfs of ancient Pericarnassus has history produced a more inert social class than the Martinez proletariat. The rest of Revachol at least pretends to rebuild. These people still live in ruins. In tents, like animals. Like those boom morons on the ice. A pity they didn't drown in that tent of theirs.
That all?
The worst of them is the blood-drenched Sucrion on her yacht, licking her lips. The old whore's gone now. Her gun-toting porcelain men are dead. So, actually, no. The worst is that old cop parading around in his uniform, throwing balls all day. It's not enough that the racists and liberals are dancing on our graves. The old loyalist ghouls still parade the ruins, too.
Oh, those are the guys I ignored the whole game.
Every morning he's there, while the parasites he fought to protect are off in Ozon, or Quayamoran, or some other island they built their palaces on, feeding on drugs and having sex with their own children.
Okay, then.
That's all the rich really want. Sex with their own children. Throughout history, even the royal bloodline of the suzerain, it's all just an excuse for them to have sordid sex. At least that old cunt Frisell now.
I feel like a few people would agree with this guy nowadays. I have questions about this.
We did good when we pushed him under the horse car. Until, in the 30s, those disco whores.
He breathes in, his breath heavy with hatred. You cannot make out a single word.
The disco whores are too much. Hatred shuts down his brain's language center, leaving only a nonsensical sputter.
He's an insane misogynist.
What was that about? Steroids? It piqued your interest. And the Sucrian on her yacht? Joyce? Probably.
The blood-drenched Sucrian on her boat. What's a Sucrian?
A Sucrian. A bloodsucker. The rich whore on our boat.
Oh, you mean Joyce?
Women like her feed on the life energy of young working-class men. And they let her. I can't believe the inert lumpen out there. They just let her drive her little boat like that. No violence, not even a robbery. The working class has lost their appetite for justice.
His voice trails off in disappointment.
If only he had the ammunition.
Disco whores?
Whores.
That's all he's got to say. I don't even really care about all this. I've just never seen these dialogue options. I'm very curious. The racist on the gates, so he's talking about Measurehead.
Yes, steroids. A racist on steroids. What is my opinion? You think the rich man has an opinion on this idiocy? Is the rich man on the radio telling you his opinion? No. The rich man's looking at real estate and fiddling his kids, wading through the corpses.
Do you notice that he does not point to the general area of your face? I could be racist. No, I'm saying fuck Measurehead. That's my opinion.
Moralist types are all crypto-fascists.
Crypto-fascists. I don't even know what that means.
Fascinated with lurid race topic. The rich man doesn't care about complexion. He rules the world. And
I'm just gonna skip through this quick.
Edgar.
You mean Everart's brother? You've talked to Edgar?
First against the wall with him.
Have you approached them? Did you kill the Criminal mercenary for the Clares to incite a riot?
You know why I killed that fucker, Dwap?
No, it's for the girl.
As to Edgar, I'm not doing anything for that swine again.
What have you done for him before?
Tried teaching him some Marzovian socioeconomics. They didn't stick. We parted ways.
Well, I'm not going to do a 3% chance. Maybe if it allows me to talk to him again afterwards.
Glad. It's all gone.
That's it for now. Stay put. Now let me see. Logic, out of all the clothes I have, I think I have the most. I've done this before. The most logical clothes. So I want to try put on all my... Yeah, there we go. 2 plus logic. In the hat. I know I got a jacket down here and a shirt. Logic in the sunglasses. Only 1 logic in that hat. Logic in this. Logic in this. I'm a logical guy now. And on top of that, with my logic... Where is it? Logic now at a 5. I'll put 1 in there as well. Let's see if I can get the dirt on Everard Clare's brothers.
Curls into a snare.
42. Fuck. Let's put my logic up to a 7. Just because I don't know what else I'm going to need it for. 58% even. Now if I don't get it, that's going to be disappointing. But fuck it. Let's go for it.
Oh no.
No!
The connection doesn't come to you. On sight. Slap yourself in the head again. Jumpstart it.
Wait, it was about him and Edgar and a deal. Punch yourself in the head.
The kid watches you beat yourself in the head again. The second time in this interview.
Yo, Colonel doesn't understand what's going on here. Get up.
You have to straighten your back and get back to it now.
Glad. It's all gone.
I should have smoked a cigarette. I failed there at the end. You're under arrest for the murder here.
What?
The old mines.
But you said I would be taken to the...
This terror, the sum of all the uncontrollable movements and mood swings he's been exhibiting. The wind picks up. The silence on the water is broken.
Your wayfarer rights have been suspended. Information provided to the officer on the scene will be used against you by the prosecution. You will be provided legal counsel within 1 week and must face court in 44 days.
Do you understand?
Do you understand, sir?
I don't want to. I have to stay here.
He looks at the reeds, eyes full of terror.
He's sweating. Beads are forming on his forehead. Pupils are dilated too. Eyes getting black.
We don't need your permission. Do you need to talk about that boat, though? How are we gonna take him?
Does the boat have room for free? Wait, what's that I'm hearing?
Here it is again. To your north, as it has been since you came to the coast. The reeds whisper, stalks rubbing against each other. But then, in the middle of it, something completely different. It sounds like a bow, very slowly being drawn against the strings of a violin. A very small violin, made of reeds and rushes.
Maybe there is room for 3 on the boat.
Shh, Kuno, don't you hear that?
What?
What a farce. What are you talking about? Is this really us?
Your skin crawls.
What is this? I can't believe I failed that logic test.
A delicate tangle of arms and legs unfolds from the...
Blink.
It's still there.
What is that?
What are you talking about?
I don't know what the hell that is.
There's nothing there.
He looks confused.
The stick insect is over 3 meters tall. It
What a
looks
portrait.
straight at you with its tiny pinprick eyes and its grotesquely small head. You feel your legs shaking under you and your gun hand.
There is, I see it.
See what exactly?
Kuno, can you see it?
Yeah, I can fucking see it.
Oh, nice.
Thank God. If he can see
Kuno can see
then
it.
maybe you're not insane. But that means it's really there, spinning slowly, in absolute silence. Its limbs long and slender.
The Insulindian Phasmid.
Be very careful.
New task. Inspect the Phasmid. Alright, Phasmid.
The creature stands on long stilt-like legs.
This is what the wheelchair lady and her husband were looking for the entire time, I'm pretty sure.
White and curled at the tips. It is no more than 5 steps away from you.
I hope it likes me.
Reed-like tufts stick out of its joints. As the insect moves its forearms, it produces a faint hiss, like a reel-to-reel machine spinning after the tape breaks. The hiss is different from the strings you heard before. It says something else in a lower pitch.
Listen carefully. What is that?
The Insulindian Phasmid.
He says with his voice lowered in awe.
Oh my God. Kim had the camera.
God, Kim had a camera, do you?
Yeah. I don't have a camera. That sucks about Kuno.
Kuno can't believe how bad he is without a camera. In this situation, the binoclard would be superior in every way.
Oh no.
He not as much as glances at the gigantic insect to his right.
Say something to the insect quietly. Don't be afraid.
Nothing changes in the cyclical praying motion of the creature's limbs.
Can I leave? Can I come back and do this?
Wait, we have to do something.
You've never seen him get this excited. His
17%.
Trembling.
Wow, why didn't I change my clothes before this? Alright, fuck it. 17. Of course I was gonna fail. He's gonna run away. No chance at the photo with Kim. That was a failure.
You barely get to take one step. The invertebrate reacts with uncanny speed, skating away across the water. It's gone, like a skipping stone, leaving nothing but rings on the sea's calm mirror.
Okay.
It's blending into the tufts of...
Fuck, where did it...
You never had a chance. There was something off the moment you approached it. The creature didn't...
Who's gonna believe this?
Everyone, yo! We gotta tell the whales about this! Case solved. Insect found. We're fucking master detectives or some shit.
I think it went up north.
Yeah, right there. It doesn't like being out in the open. Shifty fuck. It's gone now, but...
How did it do that glide?
Yeah, it walked on water. Like a water spider or like one of those water walkers. This cop shit is insane.
What now?
What now?
He puts his hand in the ash. It's dirty and black.
Some kind of strange, semi-catatonic state.
A bit more speed.
Our suspect's not looking so good. We need to check on him. Also, man.
He points to the
It
reeds.
looks like the insect had some kind of nest there. Look, like a hoard or some shit.
In the reeds.
Oh yeah, this box. That's what I was looking for ahead of time. So that's a rifle scope. I could sell it if I wanted. Although I don't think I can, because you can't go back inland. And the body armor helmet. This would complete your set if you're doing the whole body armor this whole time. I can't believe my electrochemistry failed me like that. Evidence. Clausia's passport. Can interact with it.
This passport, issued by the Sovereign Republic of Oranje, is issued to a black-haired woman called Katarzyna Alazie. Clausia's hidden documents from the empty boy. She said the false passport would be for Anouk Maya Smith.
It says Katarzyna Alazie.
So what? Loop Kuno in on this?
Katarzyna Alazie was supposed to be her real name, where Clausia comes from, remember?
God damn it.
I told you she kept on lying to you. She's probably lying to someone else right now.
Never mind.
Yeah, okay. Don't lure Kuno in. Leave the Kuno in the dark. Fine.
He pretends he doesn't care. Look at the photo.
Klasia, with short black hair and glasses. She looks boyish. Younger somehow.
What's her real name then?
Kuno's gonna say, it's not any of the things you think it is. Kuno'd have to get deep into this shit. But whatever it is, you got played here, that's for sure.
The girl on the passport looks at you with no answer. She's not...
Put the passport away. Alright. I don't know what I was meant to get out of that. I feel like I've just failed this. The last, like, 3 things in this game I've fucked up. Not getting that red check kills me.
What do you want from me?
Something is very wrong with him now.
Sir, how could you not see the phasmid? Mr.
The man
Draws?
does not respond. He keeps staring. Black eyes glazed over and bulging from their sockets.
I'm pretty sure being
He's
around the
got toothed
phasmid
mouth,
for decades
shaking,
has slowly eroded this guy's mind.
like an addict of some terrible substance.
Wave your hand in front of his eyes.
A light shiver passes him, followed by nothing. His hands are trembling, and he breathes slowly. The boy waves his hand in front of the old man's face. The trembling mouth appears to...
Yeah, this fried him. We gotta bring him to a doctor. Good news, this solves our boat and Piggy's problem. He's
We
not
found
going
some
anywhere.
things in the
He's trapped
phasmid's
here.
nest.
He stares into the reeds.
He doesn't
Your
care.
words don't
Show him the
stir any-
scope.
I lost.
He turns his eyes to the reeds again, as he's done so many times. Beige and white stripes.
Hey, you took the shot, bang, and got rid of the evidence. Bug brought it back. Sound about right?
Silence. Not even a sigh. You've gotten all you will out of this poor being.
Yeah, I'm
That's
done
the
with this
pit.
guy.
The blacks of his eyes are receding. The strength has all gone out of him. Just frail old bones in a sack of tracksuit trousers.
What happened to you, Mr. Draws?
He's old and fried. Kuno's seen this, like, after a massive bender. Kuno's dad.
I think it's the phasmid.
Yeah, and then there's that shit. Gramps couldn't take it. It was too much.
Quite a few things about that health
You
check.
couldn't see it, Kuno. It's just the reeds for him.
How? Like, it's pretty fucking huge. How?
No response.
I think he's addicted to that thing.
Like, hooked on the lightning.
He has displayed addict behaviors and not just the painkillers.
True. He's got those gay eyes, doesn't he?
Could it be there's something hormonal in his relationship to the phasmid?
You mean, like, horny?
Yes, he seems a little off for a man his
I
age.
mean, he was pairing on that Clasier party lady weirdly hard. Yeah, maybe.
That's true, he was. He's been here for a long time. Who knows how much of it is in company?
You see that too?
Hang
Yeah,
tight,
old man.
leave.
Hang tight.
New task, return. And that is basically the end of this game. I got my full confession out of the guy. I don't know if it's possible to not get your full confession if you make it to the end. I wonder if I could still go for the nap now. Just not feeling it. Can't believe I did not take a cigarette before that one roll. What was I thinking? If only people were watching this live. Could have told me. Have a sip of vodka for the working man. Nothing goes with vodka quite like a cigarette. We all know it.
The chain trails off into the ocean, connecting the island to the supply depot on the coast.
This leads to the depot in Land's End.
Cool fucking chain.
What do you think it was used
Fuck
for?
does Kuno know?
Alright. What was the point of that thought? Oh, there was another one. These stairs feel ancient. Soldiers' feet ran up them long ago.
The skiff is...
Let's return to the mainland.
We did good shit here, detective.
The skiff rocks gently under your weight as you get in. The ride back is uneventful and quiet, but for the sound of conversation on the water, there is someone inland waiting for you. 2 men and a woman stand on the concrete square of a nameless village, looking at a small yellow boat as it draws closer. The sea is calm. You reach the jetty and climb out of the skiff.
And this is it. The last conversation in the game. As you're confronted by your old precinct that you basically abandoned.
Look what the tide brought in.
Suddenly his expression changed as he tilts his head.
Harry, you're bleeding all over the place. You're half dead.
No one else seems bothered. Kuno, you still have my back, right?
We're all pigs here.
He nods to you and straightens his back.
We're all pigs here. You and Kuno are more pigs than the rest of the pigs. He'll have your back. Only later.
No one seems else bothered by the bleeding.
Bothered by it? Harry, you look like you need a fucking organ transplant.
Whatever.
Oh, fuck it. Let's not get into that.
Who are you people?
Hello, I'm Trent Heidelstein. I believe we've met on several occasions.
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean-Vic Comar, and this is your special task force. Or what's left of it.
Right.
Special Consultant Trent Heidelstein, Patrol Officer Judith Minot.
Hi.
We've come to scrape what's left of you off the pavement.
The kid's about to say he's Kuno.
Let him.
Task force. Cool. On the Kuno. We just came from the fucking island.
He points to the sea fort behind him.
Listen, Kuno.
The man assesses the kid like a strike team leader about to kick in a door.
Harry and I are old friends. From way back. Mind letting us have a moment? Won't be long. I just need to talk to Harry about some of the things I think he's done wrong lately.
Good luck with that. Sounds like you're in some shit.
Forget all this. There's a giant...
We're not forgetting about anything. Look at you.
What's this about?
Ari, we want to help you. Trent,
That-
I believe this is where you come in.
That was the horse-faced woman that I rudely called horse-faced to her face. And this is the boring guy.
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to manage your expectations a little. I'm at best an enthusiast in cognitive science. My background is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical level. In fact, I should probably get going.
No, Trent, it's too late. You're part of this shit now. What have you got to say for yourself, shit kid?
You aren't the man with the sunglasses at all. You're not even blonde.
Guilty as charged. I heard you'd lost your mind and your memory. I wanted to see if it was true, and it was.
This guy's a
Good
dick.
Work, Harry. You're insane now. There's one less person for me and everyone else to rely on.
Actually, I expected something was off, actually.
Did you? Or did you literally not recognize my face? We've been partners for how long, Harry?
You never told me you're not the horse-faced woman.
No, my name is not Horse-Faced Woman. It's Judith Minot. I was assigned to your unit 2 months ago. I thought we were friends.
We are friends.
You know what she means by friends.
Friends with benefits?
Just to be sure.
No, without any benefits.
You fucking idiot. You stupid fucking idiot. You're even worse than before. How is that even possible?
Hey, fuck you.
It's true. You have a problem.
Duped again. No one's who they say they are.
Duped? Hey, here's a brilliant idea. Don't be a morbid drunk and you won't be duped so easily.
Fuck, pig. As you snooped out, his name's Kuno, not Kuno. Let's get on with our lives. I'm Kuno. It's no now. Stop staring at me.
What?
Just try not to shit yourself, please.
Is that a name change? From Kuno? So Trent Heidelstein, you're not here? I don't care about all this, really. Where have you guys been all this time?
Where have we been? We've been fucking off as far as I remember.
He crossed his arms.
You told us to fuck off. You said we're cramping your style. Your detective god. Fuck everything. All we burn. Detect or die. And you were probably right, too. I would have never let you abduct a kid and take him on a creepy boat trip in the middle of fucking March.
You're talking about Kuno. Major Kuno wasn't abducted, you fucking fat dink. Fuck out of here.
All will burn, Satellite Officer Murat. Make no mistake about it. Why didn't you detect or die, then?
Oh, you think it was cool you saying that? Aesthetic somehow? You were crying when we got here. Breaking things. You said we were going into the abyss. None of us wanted to see the abyss. So we fucked off. Like you told us to.
You mentioned a task force?
Yeah. Major Crimes Unit.
Refresh my memory.
Refresh your memory? It's a goddamn Major Crimes Unit. There's you, me, Jude, Trent fucking Heidelstein, and Guillaume Baby.
He stares at you.
I'm technically just a civilian advisor.
Oh, fuck you. You're part of this shit show.
Who's Guillaume Bevy?
Oh, that's an interesting story, actually. Guillaume Bevy is a police reporter who joined our team. He was really good. Then he left because he lost faith in your ability to lead the unit.
Fuck him.
Other people have left too. Good, smart people. People we won't get back. Only me and this really patient patrol officer are still here. And Tron because I'm forcing him to stay.
Okay, so what does the unit do?
It's a major crimes unit. We cleared the desk of cases so Precinct 41 doesn't look like the worst station in town.
None of this is ringing a
The bells
bell.
aren't ringing because you have brain damage. Trant, this is where you come in. How bad is it?
Well, he doesn't have visible tremors, he talks without slurring, he can drive a boat, he's standing, reasoning. All good signs, but complete retrograde amnesia, episodic and semantic. As displayed in the station call, our interactions with him, and I don't want to be a snitch, but also mine with him before when Harry did not seem to know who I was. It's all very interesting.
Interesting?
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, what do you think happened to you? Neurologically, psychologically, and why not socioeconomically?
Something so sad happened to me that I couldn't be me anymore. It was a defense mechanism. I think that's true.
Psychotraumatic amnesia, Trant? I can go for that. Shit kid is a broken man. Always has been. Who isn't? I know I am. But you know what? I keep my shit together. Also, I know a person can't wipe their own mind, however traumatic it gets. That doesn't happen. You're lying, or insane, or both.
Okay.
But Detective Vigmer, he has blanked out before. Yes, a couple of times. After some of the more serious benders. One was after the two drunks case, the other when we looked into that mirror.
Interesting. So at first he dipped his toes into it, prepared. That's where he would have gotten the idea, yes. Practice. And then he used alcohol to get there, so to speak.
What do you mean?
Well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? What if this is not a significant anomaly at all? Something to be explained, approached as a defect? Look at the sensory input here.
He gestures towards the scenery.
Look at the ruins, the neon. Listen to the radio, the multitudes, the people. Live here for 40 years. As a police detective, he's like a magnetic reader on the world tape, to borrow a known metaphor. Harry's been pushed flat against it. Total input. Hardwired to the free market. He just needed for it to end.
Okay, Trent, thank you. That's absolutely meaningless. I'm glad we brought you.
Yeah, you're so boring, Trent.
Will he
Fuck
or will he
off.
not be able to work in the major crimes unit? Is he a cretin now? I want to know that.
A cretin.
He's not a cretin, and he is able to do work. If not in his previous leadership role, then as a line detective.
Fuck all of you. I don't want to be in your unit.
No, Harry. Fuck you. You already fucked us. I've already explained this shit to Bryce twice. To Berdyayeva 4 times. I'm your partner. I answer for you when you're not there.
They can keep that pension. You're rock solid. You can put your clothes on hard.
What now?
Now nothing. Now we're just going to stand here.
Really?
No. Now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to a motor carriage? Why is it there, Harry?
That wasn't me. It was stolen by traffic hooligans. I thought the killer would be underwater. The time had come. Tequila sunset.
Ha ha ha. Ho ho ho. Tequila sunset. Not sunrise because you're almost dead. So funny, Harry. Thank you for fucking me. Thank you for destroying 45,000 real of police property that's coming out of my payslip. You know that, right? You're gonna get fired. And I'm gonna pay till I die.
That doesn't make sense. You should quit.
It doesn't matter. Your badge, Harry. Show me your badge.
I got it right here.
He squints at it, trying to ascertain if it's...
Okay. And your gun?
I got it right here.
He has it. I thought it was in the ocean. You're drunk like a bum, Harry. Put that thing away before you kill someone.
I tried not to, but I can't work as well without it.
Well, a suspect shot herself in the head, Harry. I know what you did. You went in drunk and intimidated her, didn't you?
We've read the reports. Lieutenant Kitsohagis. we know.
It was a misunderstanding. She thought I was sent by La Puta Madre.
Oh, well. If she thought you were sent by La Puta Madre, I'm not even gonna get into what this means for the Ethics Commission. Not to mention the catatonic old lady with the police lights.
Oh, the pigs?
The fact that you're Everett Claire's little peony now, doing I don't know what for him. That's small-time stuff. That's nothing. That's a humorous anecdote.
Okay,
Compared to the 7 people
fuck.
who were gunned down, the streets are literally red with blood. Lieutenant Kitsuragi is barely clinging to life in the hospital. Harry, it was fucking mass murder.
Yo, I'm gonna stop you right there, fuckface. It's Kuno time.
Here we go.
That's it. The cavalry has arrived.
I did everything I could. The company had hired unvetted.
No, you've explained enough, pig. Kuno takes care of this shit now.
There is no challenging the fury the kid is about to unleash.
Oh, this is awesome. This is why I brought Kuno. This is why Kim had to get shot.
First of all, yo, those guys were all
Oh,
the guys in the
God.
armor. Union guys.
Jesus.
So yeah, suck Kuno's dick. You don't know me.
Nice.
You don't know what happened here. You don't know this shit. Automatic fucking weapons. Urban battleground shit. Battle lines drawn in blood. Blood's meridian. You don't know this shit. Now, Kuno wasn't there. Right, you getting this? Kuno was breaking it up with Kuno's main bitch, see? Pattern of the way shit. But when Kuno got there, Pig had fucking cleaned up. Blood and ruin. Smoked all those dinky fuckers. Saved this shit. Martinet shit. I see he's mourning and shit. His main pig got semi-wasted. Sent to the boo-boo mobile. Kuno steps up. Kuno fucking fills those shoes. Big boy shoes. Detective Kuno.
Yes.
He comes to a sudden, abrupt stop.
Are you done?
Yo, Kuno feels like you weren't really listening to Kuno. You were hearing, but you weren't listening. And the armor boys came to Martinez to fuck shit up. Hardy
That's
boys
true.
or whatever the fuck they are. They were telling everyone and their mum how they wasted one of those armor fucks. It was always gonna go down like that. My pig stepped up, got fucked in the leg for it. Sacrifice style.
Yes, I understand. He was in the fight.
Second, you dinky fucking asshole. This pig right here. This oink oink motherfucker solved that shit. On Death Island. Case solved. Go home or fuck off.
Yeah, and he's not 10, he's fucking 12.
Yeah, Kuno's been around, seen shit, real shit. He's not a fucking toddler.
He appreciated you remembering.
Yeah, go home or fuck off.
No.
I agree.
Don't think it's a good idea to let him speak.
Look, point is, we solved the case.
Yeah, some fucked up grandpa did it. Fucking grandpa in the woods or some shit. Old shit. Kuno doesn't know about that. Look, the real shit here is...
It was a straggler from the revolution who stayed in hiding for 50 years. I found him.
Yeah, straggler, sure. Are you getting this smart shit? The old fuck killed him. Confessed to it too. We got him snitching on himself. Popo style.
A straggler from the revolution.
Yeah, fucko. He's on the island right now. In a coma or some shit. Oh, and we also got the gun. Gun of the killer shit. You know what I mean? Now, let's get our big boy shit on.
He means murder weapon.
Wait, by gun of the killer, Kuno means the murder weapon. We have it.
Yeah, spin that real shit, pig.
He may-
Murder weapon. Big boy shit.
He may have committed other murders over the
Yeah,
years.
smoked a ton of people. Unsolved shit. Now, listen up, soup buck. You're gonna shit yourself, because it's gonna get wacko natural.
Wacko natural. I think I know what it's going to be.
Oh yeah, tell him the wacko natural. Tell him.
There's a fucking 4-ton mantis on the island.
What? Sorry, kid. Me and Harry need to.
Yo, this is like the biggest moment in history right now. You wanna fucking listen to what's coming out of Kuno's mouth.
He points towards his crooked
We
smile.
saw a
Scowl.
giant insect, white as fuck. Literally the Insulindian phasmid or some shit. Praying mantis style. It was 3 meters tall, and this pig right here.
He points his finger at you.
His hand is shaking with rage and excitement.
This fucking old popo discovered it. Me and the pig bacon discovered a new species. It was beautiful. It was... You ain't seen this kind of animal before? Fucking miracle shit.
He gulps, overcome with awe.
This case, this fucking grandpa shit, this ugly shit, it's nothing. We saw a ghost. A real life ghost. Like he fucking proved ghosts are real. It's that big, Popo. It's fucking...
His eyes are welling up now.
Why are you not fucking shitting yourselves? What's wrong?
He glares at the officers who stand silently in the cold wind in the distance. A wave breaks.
Did you just say Insulindian phasmid?
I don't know. I zoned out. Harry, did you just pick up some myelin bomb and pin it on him?
You aren't fucking listening. The bomb is nothing. This is science history here. It was the Insulindian phasmid. It's connected to the shit. Tell him.
There was an Insulindian phasmid, and it might be connected to the case. ...
No, please. You have to have more than just some mantis. The stragglers stick to that. You said you solved the murder.
It's not going well. Present something now. Something sane and clear.
The killer, Lillian Droves. We have a strong motive for him.
Lilianovich. A revolutionary matronym. The custom started in Grad.
No, I don't give a fuck. This guy's so boring.
It is what a soldier of the ICM would be called.
Okay, Trant. Thank you. I get it. Harry, no more giant insects. You said you have a motive?
This narrow-minded pig. I can't fucking...
Bring him to here. Get the kid in line. He could use his help here.
He killed the mercenary in an act of jealousy.
Jealousy? He's what, 80, 90? Didn't just...
Yeah, Suit. Check this shit out. The Merc was banging some chick he wanted to bang, so we shot him. Chick's called Clasier.
Clasier? As in the suspect Lieutenant Kitsuragi brought in? I've read his reports. Don't fuck with me.
Snitch Beano clad? Yeah, Clasier, that chick. But she didn't do it. It was this old fuck. Grandpa on the island. Merc was fucking her, and he couldn't hack it. Kuno can hack it.
He's a trained sniper. The weapon he used, the ballistics match.
Okay. And he'll confess to the prosecution too?
In the state he's in now, I don't know, but we got a confession. He confessed to us. I think once he's resuscitated, yes, we got him talking once, he'll talk again.
Resuscitated?
Jean, he has it. No more cooperation needed. He had a civilian there for the confession. This is doable.
Okay. We'll see about it when we get Coast Guard on the island.
This left a mark. They can't deny it, son. You got the bastard.
Yeah, fuck these guys.
This is good. They can't deny it.
And I also fixed the strike situation.
How? It seems to be ongoing. I
moved
red banners on the gates.
I moved information between the company rep and Everett until the rep came to see that the union wants war, at which point Miss Messier decided to go.
And hand the terminal over to the Claire brothers?
I just told some people some things. No deal, it's calmer now.
Sounds like you got played, Harry. Because you were off your tits on Al Ghul.
Hey, how do you know about Al Ghul?
It doesn't matter how we know about Al Ghul. What matters is, you're Everett Claire's peony now. Just as I said. He's a mob boss, did you know?
You fucking twisting his words again. My pig wasn't duped. This pig's fucking mastermind shit. He doesn't do like that. He doesn't get fucked. Tell him.
You have to believe me, there was a giant phasmid.
No, I don't have to believe you made a zoological discovery. That is not a must. And even if you did, you're a cop. Who cares?
You know, Harry, if I may interrupt again, it would help if you had evidence. Any proof, and I'd play ball here. The pure potential...
No one I hate more in this game than Trent Heidelstein.
Suit, we have a shitload of proof. Spin it on them, pig.
Take another cigarette. Oh shit, my morale's there low.
Shit was there. Display the shit, pig. The shit. It's the proof.
This is especially strange. Show him the passport.
It's a passport. Waterlogged paper. You experience a delirium hallucination. It's typical of cognitive damage from years.
Poor kid. Fuck you. Kuno's loaded. Can't believe you're not believing me.
Maybe it's true.
No, I know what I saw. It was real.
Bugs everywhere.
I hate this. Now I'm down to one morality point.
Every drunk past the age of 40 has seen it.
And no health to clean it. Why did I take that cigarette? I thought it just lowered health.
You're right about that.
Fucking Kuno doesn't have a photo camera because Kuno is fucking poor. Okay? That sucks about the Kuno. So Kuno didn't take a fucking photo. And Kuno didn't paint a fucking picture. But it's in my head. In here. Kuno's eyes took the picture. It's right fucking here. I can't believe you're not getting this.
Yeah, Kuno.
Kuno, please. If it's on the island, then it will be seen again. Calm down.
It will never be seen again. It wasn't seen for 100 years. Fuck Kuno and let's all pretend there was no miracle. We don't need a giant insect. Everything is so good without it in this fuckhole.
He looks around.
It is that certain, and they are not. Come on.
Fuck it. I believe him.
I knew it. The bitch sees it. Bitches are fucking smart. But you dicks are dumb as fuck. It's real. I told you.
I found a dead man on the boardwalk.
Yes. Fallen through a gap in a...
How do you know I
Body
found
was
him?
transported to Precinct 41, our morgue. I had Tilbrook and Mullins take care of funeral arrangements.
You're not the only cop in the world, Harry. This all comes back to us.
Okay.
Still, good work with the missing person, detective.
Looked into the mystery of the Doom... I confiscated drugs from Kuno's dad.
Yeah, you really fucked the Kuno on that. But that's old shit. Kuno's now. Pig's just being a good pig. That's cool to Kuno.
Great. Thanks. You snorted the drugs, I know you did. Fuck it. It's alright. I'm in, honestly. Anything but the drink.
I also looked into the mystery of the Doom commercial area.
I don't know what a Doom commercial area is.
Rue Saint Ghislain 10, a commercial building where all businesses go bankrupt. I looked into it.
That's not what you were supposed to do here.
This pig helps people, okay? He's a fucking handy helper. He does that shit. He finds insects and solves side shit. It's his style. Side style.
Jean, it is his style.
Alright, I'll do the last one as well. I also started a nightclub in the church.
What was that? It sounded like you set up a nightclub in the church.
I turned the kids' lives around.
You turned the church into a nightclub. The kids are probably shooting up in there. What else did you do? Desecrate the altar? Shit in the chancel?
Get off the church shit. It's making you sound crazy.
So what do you want? Do you want to take this hot shit back?
No.
Point to yourself.
Sure, you get the case together. You can do police work. In bells. That's not a surprise to me.
Oh my
Even
goodness.
the insect. I don't care. But you're an alcoholic. And you've been drinking. Again. I won't let my life unravel because of this.
He has.
That's true.
There's an enormous sadness in that admission.
It's tough. One of the toughest addictions to overcome.
He's too old. He's been like this for too long. I've seen him try many times. It's a farce by now.
They're leaving.
Wow.
They're all turning away from you.
Is this the end?
No. You can figure it out. Replace it. Replace the alcohol with amphetamine.
I didn't know you could not be taken back into your precinct.
Fuck it. Morphine. Graffito removal agent. Think. You can detect. In Jamrock. Boogie Street. Coudon. Leroy. Underground. Coal City.
I wanted to bring Kuno in as a detective.
It will be yours to sift
Have a happy ending here. I don't think it's going to happen.
Stop, and you can go to the burnt-out quarter and meet me there, wafting above the burnt ruins, like the smell of caramel. Le Retour is waiting.
I need to be the greatest, Jean. I was born for this. I will stop. To be better.
Listen to this shit, man.
He throws up his hands.
Detective, I just don't want this trial to go on any longer. It's cold outside and let's just go.
Fucking Harry, fuck you for bringing this kid with you. It's only because he's defending you. It's the only reason you're not staying here to die. You manipulative son of a bitch.
Yes.
It is cold, and we have vehicles in the square. The perp needs to be taken into custody. Let's get a move on.
Wait, I have a few questions before we go. Who I am.
Jingling his car keys in his pocket.
Kuno, what will you do now? Am I a dirty cop working for the La Puta Madre? Okay, that's important.
No.
Okay, because the suspect seemed to
You're
think.
too unstable to work for a mob boss. You're suicidal, Harry. No mob boss would take you.
That's
I
fair.
assure you. I would...
He would immediately backpedal out of it.
Precinct 41, what kind of... Kuno, what will you do now?
What do you think? Gonna rock that law enforcement shit with you guys? Detective Kuno? Like you promised?
Like you promised?
Guys, Kuno's enrolling in a junior officer program.
No, he's not. He's 12.
Kuno's fucking 19?
You have to be 15 for the junior officer program. You're not even that.
Hey, you don't get it? Kuno's
Oh my
got pig
God.
all over him.
Right to their
Kuno
face.
Smells of bacon grease. Being seen with you. Fucking informant shit. You think no one sees this?
He spreads his
You're
arms.
gonna hang me by the nuts if you leave me here. You want that on you? A dead kid? Or you want Kuno at your station, solving shit? Like
I
you
love-
just did?
I just realized I'm talking about trying to clean up, and my character's holding this, like, bottle of vodka in his hand this whole
His
time.
hands are shaking and his face is white. He's genuinely scared of being left behind.
Sean, I want Kuno at our station solving this shit. John, he has nothing.
I know 100 kids with nothing, Harry.
You don't have to make them cops. Only Kuno. Kuno's an asset.
He was good on the island. He can do this.
I don't care. He can't be a cop. He's 12 and says every 4 seconds.
I won't say it. I won't.
His teeth are clenched.
Maybe you can take the kid with you. Enroll him a year earlier and say he's 14. If he...
I promise I won't say it. I won't say any of it anymore.
For God's sake. Yes, we'll do it.
Yeah! That's the victory I needed here.
Sigh of surrender.
Recruit Detective Kuno de Reuter. Sorry, I just have to check out this trophy. Kuno de Reuter, official junior member. Ultra rare. It's a gold trophy. Probably my... And I'm ready. With that done, I can get the fuck out of here and call this a game.
Good.
I didn't die here in this last conversation.
Sean brought his motor carriage. It's a 20-minute drive to Jamrock.
The great district hums in the slowly falling snow. A chessboard of wooden houses. You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. Torson?
I don't care.
Yes. McLean? Yes. Heidelstein? No. Vicmere? Yes.
Dubois?
Yes. Really? Nick Gottlieb looks up from the list. I hear he's quite unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Ptolemy Price points his pen at the doctor. It's dim in his office, and the curtains are drawn. Harry's our man. He'll pull through, and when he does, he'll side with Revachol. Understood. Gottlieb returns to the list. Minnow? Of course.
Wonderful. Then can we please just go back to Jamrock now?
Yes. And with that, that is a game. Look at Kuno jump in the back of the cop car. Who would have ever thought? Kuno de Reuter, your new detective. I love that ending a lot more than Kim warming me into his heart, to be honest. I did have a series of failures at the end there. But hey, getting that last trophy, this has been a hell of a run. I got to see a bunch of different stuff. Even redoing this last 3-hour chunk, I saw a ton of stuff I didn't get about a month ago. So I mean, another testament to Disco Elysium. One of the best games I've ever played in my life, I will say. And if this team ever puts out another game, I'll have it day one. Unbelievable game. Thank you for everyone that's watched up to this point. If you've watched this whole thing, you're probably tired of hearing my voice by now. I think we're close to 35, 40 hours on this, and for good reason. I wanted to leave no stone unturned. If you like what you saw, follow me on Instagram @FunnyJordanD. Give this channel a like, smash that subscribe button, as they like to say on YouTube, and listen to the Game of Your Life podcast, GOYL Pod, on Twitter. And yeah, thank you very much. This has been great, and I'll be back in a couple weeks with a brand new game. Maybe even Hogwarts Legacy I just saw I could buy. So we'll see. We'll talk to you then, and thanks for watching, everybody.